Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
WC is back on the boulevard once again. Salute to everyone that's in the building. You already know we're back with another one. We have to continue to talk on this and keep the airways hot, man. You know what I'm saying? The only way to do that is just throw this hot grease everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Warm it up a little bit. Goddamn, have people have it dripping off the ops. You know what I'm saying? The naysayers' head. Keep them nice and warm in the winter. That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's first in the building, man? Shout out to Max on deck, ATL to the world. Salute, man. Jamal Nazy. Yup. What's good, bro? Salute to you, Nazy. He said apply the pressure. Yes, indeed. We must apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? Especially to the jugular. You know what I'm saying? Especially to the trachea. Yeah, we need to apply pressure where it prevents oxygen to the brain. Therefore, things change. You know what I'm saying? Conscious does not remain the same. You feel me? That's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. Shout out to Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime. Shaw in the building. Let's go. Time for that hot grease. What's good? Team Tucker on deck, man. Keep marching on their head, yo. Captain 4G, what's good? What's good? Tri-State Bully. I don't know whose side you're on, Tri-State. You didn't put too much on. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Tri-State. I don't know what that means. Appreciate you pulling up, though. Shout out to the one and only New Media Today, USA Boxing in the building. Coach Malachi, salute WCS, salute to you, brother. What's good? Fire is live you just had. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing what you're doing, man. Unlimited potential, bro. Unlimited. Shit. Caps in full. Salute. Keep dropping them fire videos. Pop on deck. WCS, what it do? Salute to you. Jamal said the Aerosex is going to drop belts. Too many tough fighters after that. And let's get to, I just came back from Texas, man. And, the thumbnail says it all. I went over there looking for a certain fighter, man. And that's what I ran into. Real talk. I just got back, man. I was disappointed. It looked like a ghost town in that motherfucker, dog. I was like, man, is this where fight camp is held? Am I missing something? Like, I went up there to really do boots on the ground, man. I had to pull up and take care of some damn shit that I needed on the bucket list. I drove up there and it was looking like something different than what I imagined. So I'm like, shit. Of all the talk that's going on right now, I can tell you it doesn't look like Spence is in training camp. It doesn't look that way to me. I'm not saying he's not. It doesn't look like he's in training camp. Furthermore, as I mentioned earlier, there's a situation that's brewing right now. I don't think it's going to be shut off anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? And that is the incredibly outpour of whining and bitching and complaining from the Spenceaholics. You know what I'm saying? They continue to speak on Crawford when they supposed to be speaking on Spence, dog. Spence is nowhere to be found. He puts out a text. We don't know if it was him or somebody that's laying beside him with a video running. We don't know what the fuck to expect, dog. We have been fooled before. We have been put in a position where obviously shit's supposed to seem like it's reality, right? What we looking at, okay, cool. We know that's what it is. But then you had the Spencer Hollies come in here and say, no, that's not him. That's not him. So I'm trying to think to that damn tweet that was sent out earlier today. I'm trying to find out, is he on a plane? Is he on a red eye? Is he headed to the club? Disney World? I'm trying to find out, where is he? Six Flags? The local arcade? Where is this fight date? Where is this fight date? I need to know. I demand to know why all of a sudden, after everybody's talking about this fight not happening and this Bud Crawford fight, but only one fighter is in the ring. You see how Karma come back and slap y'all ass with a motherfucking mallet? Slap you with cactus hands. Earlier this year, y'all remember when Crawford got out the ring? And they was busy up there talking about, oh, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Boots, he should fight Boots. He should fight Boots. I'm asking you all right now, the Spencer Holics, right? Where is the conversation at? Errol just got out the ring in April. Where is he? What is he doing? Is he flying somewhere to meet Mauricio Suleiman to get franchised? That ain't gonna duck the smoke. That ain't gonna happen. He can't duck the smoke like that. He gotta fight Keith Thurman. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, right? Look, I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. All the shit I say don't have to be right, but I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, right? You about to see politics at its best. Watch what I tell you. You're about to witness politics in boxing at its finest, man. Front and center at its finest. Watch what I tell you with the politics. This shit is gonna get wild. This politics is gonna get wild. I'm trying to find out why the Spencer Holics is not speaking about Errol Spence not having a fight date. And if the WBC ordered him to fight Keith Thurman, where is the freaking fight date for that fight, so we can start making, accommodations, reservations. You know what I'm saying? We need to make those real quick. If we're not able to make them, then I'm gonna start saying to myself, like, is Spence really boxing anymore? Like, did he retire once it got to the point where he's experiencing his Anthony Joshua effect, where they was able to get him the titles that he wanted until he ran into that one monster? Until he had that one monster? Is he experiencing the Anthony Joshua effect when he can collect all three of the belts, but yet he got that monster at the end of the chain? You know what I'm saying? That has that one belt that he said, I'm having problems making weight, but God damn it, Al, can we stall him out, Al? Talk to me, Al. I need to know something, Al. Can we stall him out? Can we stall him out, Al? Can we stall him out till he vacates? He's getting old, Al. Let's age him out. I'm just being fair, bro. I'm just being fair. That's all I'm doing. I'm being fair, bro. Spence wasn't ready to fight this year. Talk to him, Rothman. Shout out to Rothman on deck. Spence was not ready to step in the square with that Omaha legend, man. PBC knew that. Al Heyman knew that shit. I went over there today, man. I just got back from Texas, man. I told you, that's what I saw. I took a picture and shit. I said, God damn. I'm just sitting out there waiting, man. Motherfucking tumbleweed blowing through that bitch. I said, where's everything? What's going on, man? People driving by. Hey, WCS, he ain't here, dude. He ain't here. I say, so when you think he'll be back? I don't know, man. Is he coming back for fight camp? Dude, I don't know. I heard DJ, he's not really training him like that. I don't want to start no shit now, but, Spence might be self-trained like Anthony Yard back in the day. Do you know if he got any sparring partners lined up? No, man, right now he just got his shadow up in that bitch. And then he got Marvelous Jarvis. That is a certified, qualified freaking sparring partner for anybody. Now, what's going to happen? Are we going to see something for him to avoid Keith Thurman? Will Mauricio finally insert a welterweight franchise belt in there for whatever reason to further prolong this shit? Seriously. Because look, Jerome Boots Ennis, he's not getting a fight with Errol Spence right now. He's not going to do it. No matter what the rankings say. Go back to my live when I did the ranking, a live on the rankings of Jerome Boots Ennis. No. Ortiz is not going to get anything just yet. He has a fight with Stanthionis coming up. So, what does that lead? That leaves them a little bit more wiggle room to figure out what's going to happen, man. How is this going to play out? How can we make this happen? You know what I'm saying? How can we, put that delay in there just a little bit longer? Will Mauricio come over here and insert a franchise belt just to allow him a little bit more time? Because I think within the PBC, they have a dilemma as far as the paperwork they're trying to, I wouldn't say the paperwork, the direction for which they want Spence to go. Truth be told, I don't think I don't think Spence really truly want to fight Thurman. I think Al Heyman is at a point right now where he's not really giving fighters what they want. Like when they came on, they was getting all the high dollar, rather. They was getting paid the high dollar, but they really weren't fighting the best fights across the board of PBC. Now, Spence is at his Joshua effect. You did all this. They pretty much micromanaged you and chaperoned you all the way up and got them titles. Now you have the last title. And you don't know what to do. You have no idea what to do. You know this is going to be your toughest fight. You're not sure if you're able to go in there and get this win. It's going to be tough for Spence. It's going to be life-changing, y'all. All jokes aside, this is going to be life-changing for that fella. They know it's going to be life-changing. They know Crawford's going to step on his neck. They know he's going to touch him up. They know he's going to dust him off. They know it. It's difficult to prove that shit on the YTC. I hear people say all the time, this is a 50-50 fight. This is no motherfucking 50-50 fight, y'all. Y'all might as well come to the goddamn realization. If he was handling himself correctly outside the square, like I said, then I'll be looking at this as a 50-50. But those individuals on that side have no faith in that dude stepping in the ring with Crawford for him to take those belts. It mixes up a lot of shit. It does. It mixes up a lot of shit. Now, let me break some shit down to you right quick now. Like I did several months ago. This is an option that they have, right? And I put this out there already, right? And I can't say Mike Tyson stole my shit, but goddamn it, I said that shit long before. I said it long before. I said that Errol Spence should fight Jermell Charlo. If they don't want to fight Crawford, who's not an in-house fight Jermell Charlo. Okay? If you want to talk about everybody going over there, humbling themselves and all that, okay, humble yourself and make some money and create your legacy. Just because WCS said it's going to sound all bad. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't going to sound all righteous like you want that shit to sound. But it's an in-house fight. Jermell Charlo has all the belts. 2-fight deal. Errol Spence in a 2-fight deal fight Jermell Charlo. He move up because Errol Spence is unified. Right? Now, he might lose a belt in between this 2-fight deal. He might. because it's time for him to fight his Mandy's, right? But look, him dropping a belt is not going to expunge the fact that he was a unified welterweight world champion. So I said 2-fight deal, PBC, fight Jermell Charlo. Errol Spence wins the undisputed titles of 154. And then Jermell Charlo gets it back in a rematch. Now, y'all might think that's funny, but nobody can prove it elsewhere. If it's an in-house fight, nobody can say that they up here unless they say, you know what, WCS did put that shit out there. And no, that can't be true. I know Al wouldn't follow no shit from YouTube. No. No. But I'm telling you, that is a quick way for Errol Spence to add another division to his name. Jermell Charlo already has a loss. Let's be frank. Him losing to Errol Spence is not gonna do anything. But what it will do, if black people always want to talk this shit about unity and all that, and we need to work together. We'll work together on that scenario I just put out there. Errol Spence goes up there, defeat Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo get the belts back. Jermell Charlo is a 2-time undisputed world titleist at 154, and Errol Spence is a 2-division unified undisputed at 154. Still, it holds mad weight, bro. And then Jermell Charlo can pretty much do what the fuck he want to do. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get in the Hall of Fame off that, because they're going to look back at my video that I did goddamn months ago, and they're going to say, you know what? I didn't think this shit can happen, but you know what? We're going to hold y'all off on first ballot, because that shit played out exactly the way he said it. We didn't think it would happen, but it did. I'm telling you, they always talk about black people making money, black people making money. Well, make money. Boxing is all about the damn dramatics, right? Boxing is all about the dramatics. If you afraid to make that fight, Al, knowing Crawford's gonna snatch those belts from the company of the PBC, come up with another plan. You have 2 high-ranked fighters, bro. Now, do I give a damn about that shit? No, I was just putting it out there. My main point is, I want to see Crawford and Spence fight. But ultimately, the fight may not happen. It may not even come close to happening in the first half of the year. I'm just saying, bro. Papa told him at the gym with Jahar, Tucker pull up, we would give you some rounds. Hey, you know what? When I was up there, Showtime, I even put it out there. I was like, hey, I know you probably heard this name before, but you know, Jahar Tucker want to come and get, and then, you know, they was just rude, man. They kept walking away from. I said, hold up, dog. I'm just talking about some work. I ain't talking about the title shot. Oh, okay. I'll run it by DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because we're just going through so much right now. I said, well, talk to me. What do you mean going through so much? Man, it's just some tough fights coming up, man. We was blindsided by this shit, man. And you know, it's just we trying to get past it. We were just blindsided by all this. We don't know what to do over here, man. That shit was all good just a day ago. But now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It's on Spence, baby. We ain't playing, baby. Omaha is coming to you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit has changed. And I'm just trying to say, hey, to prepare him for anything he needs, we know we got Jahar Tuck over there. Is there any way you, man, they say, we don't know who that fella is. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody mentioned to us a long time ago. But no, man, Spence he got Marvelous Jarvis, bro. He got Marvelous Jarvis. That's all we need right now. He has Marvelous Jarvis and his shadow, and that's all we need, man. And we've been doing just fine. But do you think y'all gonna fight Crawford though? Who is that? Come on, bro. Stop playing. We don't know who that is, but hey, man, appreciate you pulling up, man. I'll talk to you. They weren't trying to give me no information today, man. That shit was stupid, bro. Balash on deck. Salute to you, brother. They were using negotiation to avoid the mandatories. He got lined up from cleaning my side of the street. Lined up, dog. Let's revisit that shit. The other side, this side of the street. That side of the street. Let's be honest with ourselves at this moment. It really has nothing to do with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Like, they're the fighters, right? It has something to do with politics, with Al Heyman making these decisions. Seriously. Now, like I said before, I think both fighters want to fight. At least I know Terrence Crawford wants to fight. I've heard Errol Spence on record saying that's a legacy fight for him to fight Crawford. I get it. But is he ready? Is he truly ready for Crawford? Having flashes, of thinking cars run into him, his neurological damage to his infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's not wired correctly anymore. You know what I'm saying? He has some issues going on with that. And being that he's in a combat sport, that issue is never going to have time to repair itself because he's in boxing. He's not only getting punched in the head on fight night, he's getting punched in the head training for fight night. He has to go through sparring with them big ass gloves on. I keep telling you all, listen to what Derrick James told him. We have to work on you staying focused. We have to work on you staying focused. Bro, Spence can't do shit about him not staying focused. If the man is on some type of medication, if the man have soft tissue damage, any type of residual effect to him being ejected and the trauma that he received, it's no change in that, shawty. It's over. It's no change in that. Now, if Spence was to hear me say this shit right now, of course he's going to feel some type of way. I feel it. I got it, bro. Don say Spence would never be ready to step in the ring with Bud. He is too sloppy. Crawford the cleanup man. Man, you hear these Spencerholics around here, Don. This dude is the best boxer of this era. Like, I'm trying to find out what is his collective tools are. If you see him make an adjustment, what is he adjusting to? Like, how can you see his adjustments? What is he doing different? Is he throwing the uppercut different? Is he throwing the hooks to the body different? Is he switching it up? Is he boxing off the back foot? I mean, what is he doing different besides coming forward and being a Blaxican? Errol Spence is trying to be a Blaxican for quite some time. A Blaxican. He's trying to be a Blaxican, man. He want that come forward, pressure type style and throw a lot of punches. Okay. So as I listen to the Spencerholics always talk about this, I say to myself, what's going to happen when Terrence Crawford start to counter him? Because one thing we know, Crawford, when he starts to get his distance down and with his counter shots, when he starts to connect, his accuracy rate is pretty high when he starts to land that counter shot. You know what I'm saying? Just ask Sean Porter. So when you want to keep on coming forward, you think you're not going to have issues with Crawford gauging his distance, putting him on the clock, and goddamn lining him up? He is, bro. He's gonna have a heyday with this dude, man. He's gonna have a heyday with it. You did that. Mike Tyson said it on his podcast. Like, why not get money with your friend? They used to spar for free at R&R Gym. Come up. Why not fight for millions? But hey, what do I know? For real, shawty. Like, dude, Mike Tyson said if that's your friend, you're supposed to eat with him. I guess that's not for blacks. I get it. I'm serious. Like that seems like dereliction of duty right there. You know what I'm saying? Fight fans are always out here talking about give us what we want. Give us the fights we want. Give us the fights what we want, right? And then you have a fight that's been marinating for this long to the point where it's over marinated now. Like, I'm looking at this shit from what we see globally with this fight. On the outside of YouTube, people ask, what fight do you want to see? They want to see Errol Spence and Bud. But then when they get internally to the promotion, it ain't no money behind it. It ain't this, it ain't that. But everybody out there is talking they want to see this fight. They pick who they want to pick. Some is going to pick Crawford, some going to pick Spence. But at this present time, right, if you're talking about the internal affairs, they act like no way, no how, man. No way, no how. So now we get to the point of politics and boxing. Yes, it's a business. Yes, the numbers matter. But be honest with ourselves. None of these boxers, neither one of the two boxers have did incredibly high numbers. You can't sit up here and separate them with such a large margin and then say that's grounds not to make this fight. That is not grounds not to make this fight, bro. It's smoke and mirrors when it comes to this shit. You trying to elevate a fighter off one freaking fight. Off one fight, man. And then Teofimo Lopez coming out his mouth talking about Crawford's pride too high. I'm like saying, Teo, man, sometimes you should just shut the fuck up. Because when you was up there negotiating for the Lomachenko fight, nobody was talking about your pride was too high. When you was up there going to purse bid for the Kambosos fight, nobody went up here saying your pride was too high. I was up here vouching for you. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this, right? I look at this shit like this. It's money that's in this fight. It's money. But I don't think Al Heyman wants to project his interest in a dangerous fight where potentially Errol Spence can lose those belts. And Errol Spence is his fighter. He gets a percentage off Errol Spence. So if he can't lock Terrence Crawford into a 2-fight deal with a rematch included, and Terrence just want to do a Canelo because Canelo was able to do it, I want to get in, I want to get out. I ain't worrying about no motherfucking rematch because I'm going to beat his ass. That's it. That's pretty much how simple it gets. They over there talking about Bud don't want to fight. I know, man. I know. Look, the one thing about those voices who continue to say Bud don't want to fight, it's just like, man, you hear the same shit over and over again, and you know it's not even, they're not even being real with themselves. They're not even being honest with themselves anymore. All they gotta say is Bud don't want to fight. They can't even do a live stream without putting Crawford in it. So with that said, the mere fact that they're not talking about Spence tells me everything I do know, have known, and everything that's associated with it. They don't care, man. They don't care about this fight. They don't care. What individuals you know in the boxing game, right, that you fuck with, that sit up here and want to fight so bad, but yet they dog the shit out? I want to fight, but I'm going live tonight, man. I'm dogging the shit out this motherfucker. You want the fight or you don't want the fight. God damn. Like you talking so much shit about the one fighter that's coming out to be the stronger fighter. If Bud wasn't shit to y'all, you wouldn't keep him in your dialogue all the freaking time, bro. You wouldn't keep him in your dialogue. You wouldn't keep him in your dialogue. If he wasn't that dangerous, if he wasn't that dude, you wouldn't keep talking about him. I didn't hear them talk about Yordenis Ugas because they didn't give a damn about Yordenis Ugas because they felt Errol would go in there and scoop that WBA title, right? Not with Crawford. Not with Crawford. Hell no, not with Crawford. They busy up here speaking so much that they saying the man ain't sold nothing. And they're trying to act like they don't want him to sell nothing if he ever fights Spence. They want him to go in there for the PBC and take crumbs. Now, these are the same Charlos. Let me refresh. the super chat, the mental super chat. Let me refresh that mental super chat, right? Do you remember the Charlos was the same one on here whining that people should be challengers, humble themselves, be quiet, take less money. You know what I'm saying? He was talking real like he was just fresh off the set of the Django, man. Real talk. And none of them niggas was riding the horse in. None of them. They was in the field. None of them. And then you hear the other Charlo, Maul Charlo say, I come down to 154 and fight him. If you got supposedly Big Charlo that's saying he'll come down here to 54 and fight Crawford, you think Crawford ain't dangerous? If you got Jamel Charlo ducking him and saying the light boys, they want to come up here, you better stay your ass right there. Why don't you fight my boy Spence? You think Crawford ain't dangerous? He's a motherfucking dangerous fighter, dog. The Charlo brothers ain't trying to fuck with him. Look, people will say this all day long that if Crawford move up to fight Jamel Charlo, it's going to be too much. But yet they have to understand how Tony Harrison defeated Jamel Charlo. You have to take that in consideration that Tony Harrison in the rematch will not be Terrence Crawford in either fight. He's not going to go in there and lose focus and start goddamn playing to the crowd and all that other shit. No, he's not going to do that. I don't know what happened during that fight. Tony Harrison was doing fairly decent. He had already suffered a knockdown before he got stopped. But to Charlo's credit, he got the job done. So what do you think Bud would be able to do with that same style? Charlo don't want you to press the issue and come in on him. He don't like that. I mean, look how many shots Brian Castano was able to get off on Charlo. Bud is not going in a fight with any of these dudes just to stand there and bang, man. He's going to use his foot movement, the windshield wipers. He gonna do everything. All those tools that he has, he's going to use them against the one-dimensional present pressure boxer, Errol Spence Jr. But if we looking at it, Al Heyman don't want the motherfucking fight, dog. Jahad Tucker would dance on him, swim and don't get wet. Spence flat-footed. Yes, sir. Dance Hall Company. Exactly. Spence needs some top-notch training partners. Look, to be honest with you, Balash, you know, he's supposed to have the potential trainer of the year, right? The trainer of the year can get him the training partners. But see, they have to do a full biometric scan when they go into the world-class boxer gym. They have to take blood, urine. They have to give a skin sample. They have to validate if they're human or not, goddammit. Because they don't want another video getting out of Errol Spence losing his eyeball up in that bitch. Ping, ping, ping. Camera's off. I saw that red dot over there. I said no recording, IFL. Then the video come out. Errol Spence getting tatted up. Eyeball just bouncing all around the canvas, dog. Then the Spencerholics get on here and talk about, well, you know, his eye was messed up, this, that, and bro. That's what happened when you just bring, you bring these damn same sparring partners in there, right? They get used to Spence. They get used to him. That's what happened when you get the same sparring partners in there. They get used to shit, bro. They get familiar with the fighter. You can't bring the same people in there all the time. Come on. They brought some Manny Pacquiao lookalike, whoever. Where's that guy at? I want to talk to him. I want to talk to that last sparring partner that was in there, that was on film. Touching Spence out, had his eyeball drifting all over the motherfucking camera. Had a floating out like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He damn near was about to lose his damn boxing career fucking with that dude. But that's what you get when you want to have all these secretive sparring partners in there and they start fucking up your fighter. And you saying to yourself, damn, I'm looking stupid right now. Hey, cut. Hey, ring the bell. Oh, stop, bro. Stop. Chill. What you blinking so much, Spence? You okay? No, man, my fucking eye, dog. Shit. Somebody put some Visine in that motherfucker, man. No, man, it's worse than Visine, dog. My shit's my shit seeing like something else is going on with it, dog. Damn. Bro, don't worry about it, man. You going there against Pacquiao. Pacquiao like 53 years old right now, man. You good. No, man, that nigga can punch his ass off, dog. And then you see them big ass calves. That motherfucker gonna be hopping around that ring all fight, dog. I gotta get my eye checked out, dog. I gotta get my eye checked out. Spence, man, come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, he the Blaxican, man. Errol Spence is the Blaxican of boxing over there in Texas, bro. Martin King boxing on deck. What's good with it, bro? Toby Barlett on deck, man. Shout out to the UK in the building. So let's talk about what is the options? What are the options, rather? What are the options with this fight? Okay, we already know what's going on next month. We got that. What are the options? Being that we don't have a fight on the calendar right now, I want to stay positive. I want to say, well, potentially, like I told you, they ain't fighting in no February, okay? These guys look for an 8-week training camp. Errol has to defend these belts. Keith Thurman is already in training camp for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's in training camp to face whoever's next for him. They said it was going to be Errol Spence, but he said he don't have a fight date. So let's stay positive, right? So let's just say they fight March. You know what I'm saying? They fight March. Yeah, let's just say they fight March, give or take. March. In between time, if something was to supersede that, like I said before, and Spence and Crawford is able to lock this in, then that fight, per se, in my opinion, may be in May. I would say April, May. April, May, in my opinion. Look, there's no need to really talk about Crawford having a mandatory in May. If they signed for that undisputed fight, you got to look at promo. How much damn press tour they going to get on here? Are they going to at least give these fighters a 2-stop tour? At least they're going to give them 2 stops. A one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast. Are they going to give them 2 stops? They got to build this up. First, these fighters got to get in training camp, and then they got to do a press tour, where the press tour is going to be. It don't need to be in the hometown of either one of them. It need to be somewhere that's like the Mecca of boxing, where people can come out and pretty much open that shit to the public and really, get the crowd into it, man. Because these guys have a lot of history together, and they can both talk they talk. So it'd be good to see them on stage. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can give us that Tony Harris and Jamel Charlo energy. I doubt it. I'll dumb it down and say maybe they can give us the Terrence Crawford, Jose Benavidez energy. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get that energy right there. Shit, because Crawford and Omaha goddamn goons came up in that motherfucking dog. God damn. Damn, Crawford was on his goddamn clock that day, bro. Came in there talking about people's mamas and shit. And then he came out there and Benavidez tried to, he pushed him and tried to son him and shit. Crawford swung that right. I'm looking for that type of time, y'all. Martin King Boxing. And y'all be sure to check out Who Is Your Hot Tucker on IG, bro. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, on deck, man. Salute WCS, my brother. Salute to you, Gumbo, in the building, man. What's good with it? Al Heyman don't want to work. He wants to control his interests, and that's it. He's not good for the sport. If he doesn't want to use his stable of boxers correctly, it's difficult to explain that type of shit to these people. Like, when you're speaking on that type of criteria on what Al Heyman is doing, they're going to say he has every right to do that. But depending on who you're debating, they'll turn around and tell you some shit that Al Heyman is working for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? They'll turn around and say, Al Heyman is working for Errol Spence. It is absolutely not one person in this chat that's going to say Al Heyman is working for Errol Spence. Now, he may be working with him. He may be working with him. Working with him doesn't designate a position of authority, so to speak. It doesn't designate a sole position of authority. Like, I'm working with somebody. That doesn't mean I'm in charge. That doesn't mean they're in charge. But in this particular scenario, Al Heyman, he's working with Errol Spence and he's the one in charge, period. What other manager or advisor do you know in boxing that has stipulations in the contract where these fighters have to acknowledge him? Now, moving forward, I want to know if they ever going to come to the conclusion, right, that Al Heyman is holding up this fight. Are they ever going to come to that conclusion, man? I mean, I'm trying to give Spence some type of benefit. Are they ever going to come to the conclusion that PBC is not totally sure, they're not confident that Spence can go in there and get this win like he did Ugas? They're not confident from freaking Kell Brook, Sean Porter, and Yordenis Ugas that he can go over there to that Omaha legend Terrence Bud Crawford and scoop that WBO. They're not. So in the meantime, he's going to try to have in-house fights, bro. In-house fights. If this fight don't happen, it doesn't hurt Al Heyman. Let me give you a perfect interest to caveat to that. Let me give you a perfect interest, a point of interest. Jermell Charlo. What has happened with Jermell Charlo since becoming undisputed? Can anyone of y'all tell me that? He had 2 fights with Brian Castano now. 2 fights. He had a draw in the first one. And then he went in there and stopped the guy. Have you heard anything after that? Have you heard anything from Jermell Charlo? Undisputed. Super welterweight, undisputed. Have you heard anything? Has he been on any commercials? Have they did any type of advertisement? Have they did anything? Nothing. Quiet. Quiet, y'all. I don't know what it's like to pick up all them straps and really don't have a press tour lined up. Like, I'm not going to lie. When T.O. won them belts, man, I mean, you saw him everywhere. I'm just saying, man, like, these black fighters get these undisputed titles. It's not the way it used to be. I don't know, man. Like, I haven't heard anything from Jermell Charlo. It's been very, very quiet. We don't know who he's fighting. But I can tell you this. Terrence Crawford has been on record saying he want to go in there and step on Spence. And he want to move up to 154 and step on Jermell Charlo. How much clearer does that get? He wants the challenge, bro. And it's a good money fight. So goddamn put the first half of the challenge in the ring. By all means necessary. Put the first half of the challenge in the ring. Feel me? Get him in there with Errol Spence Jr. Al Heyman don't want to work. I read that. Gooch on deck. Salute to you, Stickin' Boys. What's good? Salute WCS. Salute chat. Damn, I'm late for the roasting. It's not more so a roasting, man. I'm just trying to have a educational boxing conversation. You know what I'm saying? Having a conversation with the listeners. That's all. Because this title, look, this topic rather has been beat buried, dug up, buried, dug up, buried, dug up. You know what I'm saying? Man, this shit right here, dude. This topic is has so many twists and turns. But like Blunt said, you go across the street, them cats are still over there talking about Crawford don't want to fight. I mean, when are you just gonna stand up and be for real with yourself and say, okay, just because you yelling and screaming, that don't make it any more relevant. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna be real with yourself and just say, listen, if Crawford's coming over there with no promoter, then we need to fall back a little bit and stop blaming him for, all of a sudden he need to lead Top Rank. He come over here with no promoter, and you're still blaming him for shit. Like it's nothing that he's gonna ever do right for you all. You want him to come over here and pretty much be the dumbest, ignorant, illiterate, debilitated individual you know. You want him to come over there like he's crack addicted, and he's just coming over there to go in there and get paid so he can buy a rock. That's it. And whatever the rocks are going for, that's what he want to sign the contract. They ain't trying to get this man no credit for coming over there without a promoter and being a 3-weight world champion, formerly undisputed, right? They're not giving him any type of credit for handling his business the way he's doing. They want him to go over there and just say, okay, take damn near anything. There you go. I find that's a very cowardly type of behavior to have, because if it's boxing and you rock with boxing, you're supposed to rock with the boxers. You want it to be a damn good competitive fight, but yet you want a fighter to go in there and get paid nothing. And let's just say Crawford take bare minimum, right? Let's say Crawford goes in there and take $500K. Let's just say, for instance, 500 freaking K. That would be way below what he's made and guaranteed, right? Let's just say he appeased him so much to the point he say, I just want the fight. 500K, that's it. We good. That's what I'm taking. And then the fight doesn't happen. What the fuck is next when it comes to this? He took the bare minimum. What is next? What more do we have to do? If money is what you're concerned about, he take the bare minimum, and then what? Are you expecting him to come in there and change up his fighting style because he took 500K? No, it's going to only piss him off even more to go in there and beat Errol Spence in shorter fashion than he would have if he came in there with what he wanted to get paid with. I mean, some fighters you just don't want to piss off, dog. Like Crawford's one of them dudes that, if he comes in there with a motherfucking vengeance out the gate and he don't have to get warmed up, then it's going to be trouble for Spence. See, every now and then I'll give these cats energy, every now and then, but I understand that they're like a baby, bro. When you hear a baby talk that baby talk, goo goo gaga, it's just baby talk, man. You don't pay no attention. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Them saying that Crawford don't want to fight, it's just like baby talk. Like, man, you don't believe that shit. Them dudes are fucking scared, bro. They have put so much interest into sabotaging this fight. These dudes are freaking scared. They was relieved that the fight wasn't going down in 2022. Man, listen to what I got to say, bro. They was relieved like a motherfucker, dog. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo with a $2 super chat in the building. Refresh the chat. Appreciate you, Mr. Gumbo. One love, brother. Thank you for always donating to the channel, man. Much appreciated to you. His retina. My eye. DJ, my eye. This is Rob on deck. What's good? DJ, my eye. Marvelous. Get some ice. Marvelous. Cut that IG off. Marvelous. I told you not to do no more videos up in here. This is the world-class boxing gym. Marvelous. Man, stop, man. I heard the guy that took Spence's eye is Alberto Palmetto. Thanks for that information, and I need to look up this guy. Shout out to Don Von. I just want to look up this guy. I just want to get familiar with who he may be. Does he look like the person? So it's an Argentinian. Interesting. He does have Manny Pacquiao cheekbones. But he's 18-1. Okay. And now he's fighting at around the welterweight limit. So he's been fighting, fluctuating in between welterweight. Yeah, he was even at super welterweight. Appreciate that info, man. This is interesting because him and Spence kind of have a relation, you know what I'm saying, with coming in, fighting at super welterweight and then dropping down to welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a common denominator with their records. You know what I'm saying? They came in at super welter and dropped down to welterweight, and this guy, he's 32 years old. He's 18-1, 13 knockouts. He haven't really did much. He doesn't have any big names, so I can see him stepping in there sparring Spence. For real. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. That's good shit right there. That's good shit. Appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Don Vaughn, man. I've been trying to find out that shit. Okay, Alberto Palmetto, I'm going to have to do some research in that. But I think it's going to fall on deaf ears because it just seems like everybody that's over that gym, it's all top secret, area 53, 54, 56, and 7 and 8 over that bitch, man. Like, it's goddamn secrets over there. They over there sparring Martians and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Martians that 8'6.5" Motherfuckers just goddamn using Errol Spence to go do the body work on there because the Martians don't feel them. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Toby say in-house fight, Al gets paid twice. Yes, sir. Spence versus Crawford. He only gets paid from Errol Spence, so he's not worried about making a fight, in my opinion. He does. He get paid twice, bro. Absolutely. Al Heyman is definitely, you hear these guys talk about in-house fights, it makes sense all the time, right? Right? Okay, then. So why wouldn't we say that Al Heyman, I'm just going to call him Al from now on. Al wants to make this fight, because he might start charging me for saying his name. Al may not want this fight based off the strength that he does get paid two ways. He does get paid. And then let's also factor in that he's putting all these fights on pay-per-view now. So there has to be a money issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the well is dry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the monetary aquatics is running low. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying a lot of these fights that we send on PBC, they're not pay-per-view worthy. They're not pay-per-view worthy, dog. Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius wasn't a pay-per-view fight. Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury is a pay-per-view fight. Wilder Anthony Joshua was a pay-per-view fight. Wilder Alexander Usyk, shit like that. Of course, all of them ain't signed with PBC. I'm just saying, Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius was not a pay-per-view fight, man. IB, what's good? Hey, talk to him. Talk to him, Rob. I do what? Baby, you want to go to 7-Eleven? Maybe we can come to a negotiation with Crawford there, because I heard through the grapevine he be hanging out over there in that 7-Eleven in Jersey. Maybe I can dress real nice for him, baby. And you know what I'm saying, dress real nice for him, baby, and go over there and sweet talk him. you know, strippers love communication. Strippers love communication. Don't be mad at me. I'm just listening to what the messenger told me. Strippers love communication. Shout out to Tony Boswell, man. Salute to you. Much respect at WCS in the chat. stopped in to show support and hit the like button. Salute to you, Tony. Salute to you, brother. What's good? I be say, that's true. Pay-per-view is not needed with every good PBC fight. But when you have issues with money, you know what I'm saying? And Al Heyman is clearly, it's been said that they having issues over there. And then you had the guy that was the head of Showtime step down. There's rumor mill that there may be a changeover or something with Showtime, Paramount, whatever. Also, I heard that Fox may be on the outs. I don't know for sure how that is. I don't know. But either way it goes, it's very, very interesting at the end of the day for 2023. Seriously. It's very interesting, man. Because I'm throwing a challenge out there, you know, especially to IB. You know, IB, you can pass this to the other channels that's out there. We just want to know, like, is Spence going to fight 2023? Is there going to be a fight date on the horizon? Or are we going to see him end up vacating a couple of those belts? And then, you know, the pro Spence channels are going to get on here and talk about, well, he had all these mandatories coming up, man. It was just too much to handle. The schedule was congested. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to do the photo shoot over here. He couldn't. Man, it was just too much, man. And plus, they said something like he had some COVID stuff. Man, come on, stop, bro. Are they going to make the Undisputed or not? We got to call it for what it is, man. Y'all can go through the holiday seasons getting mad at Crawford, who's still gonna fight. Y'all can't do shit about it. Y'all won't do nothing about it. But what we want to know for 2023, we just want to know when Spence is fighting, if he's fighting Thurman or not. If he ain't fighting Thurman, the only way that's gonna be put to the side is he pick up the franchise belt. He pick up the franchise belt, that may buy him a little bit more time to try to figure out this Terrence Crawford situation. Seriously. That may buy him a little bit more time. If he's franchised, if Mauricio Suleiman decides that this man's supposed to, you know, should be franchised, to kind of push the fight, you know, push his mandatory, you know, push that down, fight a little ways back, for them to go in negotiation and try to figure this shit out between Spence and Crawford. And then we also have to factor in, like I said, the promo time. They need to make sure they have ample amount of time to promo this shit. What about the franchise title though? The franchise title can pretty much, you know, fuck things up. You know what I'm saying? I look, I'm very hesitant about really emphasizing the franchise title because, look, it really fucks up the Pro Spence channel's narrative, right? It's going to fuck it up because, for one, he would have ducked Keith Thurman. If he takes the franchise title, he would have ducked Keith Thurman. That makes him look even worse. Then it prevents him from being able to fight for all the belts to be recognized in the four-belt era as an undisputed champion. Now, he can go over here and fight Crawford all he wants, but now he doesn't have that WBC title. If that WBC title returns to Keith Thurman, who was the original owner, you know what I'm saying, through all this melee that went on with the hiatus, him being stripped, and all this other shit, then maybe he can go back over there and try to fight for it. But that kind of contradicts Errol Spence standing around at 147 when he's saying he having weight issues. I don't see him stand down there like for a long period of time. If he does decide to stay down there, I think it's going to be against his own judgment. Why? Because once he go up to 154, it's going to be hell, dog. It's going to be hell for him at 154. Please don't move him up to 154 and put him in there with Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora was saying he'll move down here to 47 and step on Spence. How the fuck? What? This dude already looked like a walking skeleton. He said he would drop down from 54 to 47, y'all. Seven motherfucking pounds, dog. He would drop down here to fight Spence. And people just sit up here and say, well, you know, he's tall enough for Spence to go to the body. No, I'm not doing that. But that'll kind of fuck up the shit for the pro Spence channels. If he ducks Keith Thurman, it looks really bad. And then it really fucks up what his declaration was. His declaration was to become undisputed. You can't do that shit now unless you stay at welterweight for quite some time, for the whole year 2023. You have to get in fight camp, to fight Crawford. Hopefully, you're hoping that you win that, and then you have to turn back around and pretty much go try to scoop up that WBC title. And we don't even know what's going to be going on with that. So all the way around, it's fucked up. It's either do or die for this nigga. Do or die. It's do or fucking die, bro. They not talking about that. It's do or die for him. His whole entire career is do or die, bro. You don't face Crawford. This shit about the two fighters ain't fighting, and it's all one fighter in Crawford. It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. Because if Crawford moves up to 154 and vacates the WBO, and then all of a sudden they fight for the vacant, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. Nobody's talking about Jermell Charlo. They'll be talking about Spence undisputed for the wrong reasons. They're not even talking about him right now when he needs them to be talking about him. And for what I heard, he don't give a fuck about them YouTube channels. At least we are hearing from Terrence about what he has going on. He's making it perfectly clear. He's doing the media tour. He's giving his supporters what they need. As far as the other side of it, I'm giving them shit except Twitter freaking reflections high in the sky early in the morning. I don't know anything. You know, fee fi fo fum. I'm still dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't hearing shit. I'm you know what I'm looking forward to in this holiday, to be honest. I'm looking forward to another video coming out. I want that stripper to have another breach of good manners and etiquette. Yeah, I want her to release a holiday freaking video. They probably got her on the threat control right now. For real, they probably threaten her, but I want her to release a part 3. She bound to do it. Come on, that's what strippers do. They expose they men, you know what I'm saying, that they with. I want her to release another video so we can, you know, clearly see if it's a TikTok video again. That's all I want to see, bro. During the holidays. Since they ain't signing no motherfucking papers to fight, that's what I want to see. How can Spence get a franchise title? Suleiman won't do that. And Arrow won't accept that trash belt. Okay. So, you just answered my question, Abi. You asked the question and answered the question. You said, how can Spence get a franchise title? But then you turn around and say, Arrow won't accept it. How are you knowing what Suleiman will and won't do? Suleiman has injected belts in the division, and we don't even know why he did it at the time he did it. You feel me? No one knew he was going to inject that belt for Juan Estrada down there at Superfly. No one knew. So Ramphasad was the rightful sole proprietor to move up and challenge for the motherfucking WBC belt. But they gave him the franchise belt, and then the WBC came vacant. He ended up getting COVID. Jess Rodriguez move up and fight Carlos Kudras, the same opponent that Ramphasad's supposed to fight. He beats Carlos Kudras, and then Ramphasad come back from COVID, and he gets stopped. Jess Rodriguez moved down the division. It's possible for anything to happen, bro. It's just at a point right now, we know Canelo, and then Lomachenko, Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? Cambozo, Devin Haney. You had 4 franchise champions in one division based off the inception of when he said, I just want to let everybody know the franchise champion cannot lose the title. If they lose, they still will keep the title. It is non-transferable, and that is that. We're moving from tradition to evolution. That was Mauricio Suleiman's first words until it got a little bit dicey. You know what I'm saying? People was like, okay, Teofimo gonna fight Lomachenko for everything now? And then we found out there was a petition involved. Mauricio can most definitely inject the franchise belt at welterweight. With all the politics that goes on, IB, why would you be stubborn to think that Suleiman would not allow someone a little bit more time and inject the franchise belt in there? Why wouldn't you think that can happen? It possibly can happen, dog. Why wouldn't it? Mauricio does what the fuck Mauricio does, man. Ain't nobody telling him shit. Man, he does what the fuck he want to do, bro. Fundora goes to 147. Hell no. 6'6", 147 pounds. That's crazy. He the one said it, Toby. He said he wanted to come down there and fight Spence. And then there was no response. DJ, what's good with it? WCS in the chat. Salute to you. I know, Trick. What's going on, Trick? Noti on deck, man. Fundora is 7'12", dog. Motherfucker, the way he walk outside is different than everybody else, man. But when we look at I hate to call it propaganda, but it is though. It is absolutely propaganda for this fight. And that's my primary reason for saying what I'm saying. These cats out here sabotaging the fight, man, because they're not trying to have it happen. They want to see it fail. But what they don't know is if the fight doesn't do big numbers, it's going to be on the strength of both fighters. Like, this fight can really build itself nicely if they promo it correctly. If they give at least 2 press tours and they really get these fighters in front of the eyeballs of the fans, man, and build this up with ample amount of time. And they have a minimal 8-week training camp. 12-week. You know what I'm saying? If they have a thorough training camp with enough time for in between press tours, they still can get that damn fight camp work in, stay to their training regimen, and really promote this fight the correct way. I'm telling you, brother, it'll work out. But we got too much damn propaganda out here. We got too many people that's continuing to down Crawford in every step he make. Even though Errol Spence is out here doing nothing. If they want to build the fight up, they'll build the fight up. If they want to continue to damn have people frown upon it, well, keep on doing what you're doing. It's hard to take some of these channels serious when they talk about boxing, because they're not talking about boxing anymore. All they're doing is reality series. You know what I'm saying? All they're doing is doing little shorts in reality series. They want to sit up here and say the same thing over again. And we all know how recycled toilet paper look. It's not going to come in this motherfucker white. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to come in here white. Nobody want to see recycled toilet paper. And you trying to convince a motherfucker, I know the roll look dirty, nigga. I know that, man. It look like it got shit in that motherfucker. It's not. That's just the color. That's the color grade in it, man. Stop that shit. You good. But it smell like shit, though. Man, that's just the whole branding of it, man. It's recycled toilet paper. For real. Instead of the person wiping their ass and putting it in the toilet and flushing it, they threw it into a trash bin in a bag, and it was taken to a recycle center, bro. If a Dookie roll don't look like Dookie on it, then guess what? It's fake. People ain't gonna want to buy it. They not gonna want to buy the motherfucking toilet roll that is recycled if it don't look like it's been used. He would have did it, WCS. No need to protect Spence. Loma and Canelo needed protection. So IB, you don't think Errol Spence need protection for Thurman? Can Thurman mess up everything? Can he mess up the entire landscape? He can. Thurman's been there, done that. He's former unified, bro. He does. It's an essential damn part of maneuvering, man. Business, politics, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I put it out there already. I say, man, and when you least suspect it, Mauricio Suleiman will have put a franchise belt in one of these divisions at the right time. It has to be something that's going to have impact, not only to the fighter, but to the shock and awe value of the fight fans. He don't want to put a franchise belt out there and it don't have no buzz behind it. He want that franchise title, the buzz like it did in the lightweight division. He want people to be talk about it, good or bad, man. Suleiman would have a franchise title in every division if that was the case. Not at all, bro. Because every division is not as important as the welterweight division or any other division that already got it. Look at the lightweight division. Why did they do that? So he first of all wouldn't have to fight a mandatory from facing for fighting for a vacant WBC title. First of all, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference in time in the window if you fought a champion for the WBC or you fought for the vacant WBC. It's a different time limit that you have to face your Mandy. It was essential that people understand that Vasyl Lomachenko had other plans to face Teofimo Lopez. So what they do, they got off that WBC title. They wasn't thinking about the 4-belt era or none of that shit. Lomachenko got off that motherfucker. Mauricio Suleiman and a whole lot of other people wanted to damn put their interest in Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. They didn't want no Devin Haney-Lomachenko fight. And we still waiting to see if Devin Haney's going to fight Lomachenko this time. He's up there complaining about weight and shit. So I don't agree with what you're saying, IB, when you act like you're speaking for the WBC. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, you have a B in your title, but it doesn't relate to the WBC. For real, you're not a employee at the WBC. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. There go Lost All the Boxing on deck, LAB, man. There go the link for you, bro. Dundada on deck. What's good with it, Dundada? There go the link, my people. You know what I'm saying? For all the ones that choose to get on here and speak with benevolence. You know, I understand that IB you riding hard for your boy Spence. I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it, bro. But you're speaking for the WBC as if you are a member of the board. No, you're not. You are a member of YTC. You are a member of groups on the YTC, content creators. So when it comes down to it, it is possible that Suleiman can inject a franchise belt wherever he feel like it. But he's not going to do it unless it has some type of like marquee impact. It has some type of damn energy to it. Like the shock and awe value of him doing that. He has to inject that franchise belt to shake up some shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's what Mauricio doing. His shit is calculated, bro. Mauricio is calculated. It's not impossible for him to inject that belt over there. I mean, that sounds good, like I always say. But we don't look at that any different than a baby with a pacifier in their mouth. I mean, real talk. That's just to pacify the ones who are up here, drooling on themselves and saying that Spence gonna beat Bud. It's just like putting a little passy in there, bro. Every now and then you dip it in some NyQuil and shit so they can shut the fuck up and put it in their mouth, and then they go to sleep. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, dog. It's just like a passy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, bro. I can't do a live without people getting all bent out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Just getting out of shape. Listen, I wasn't the one who brought this fight up, bro. Real talk. I wasn't the one who originally brought this fight up. This fight has been in the conversations of many fight fans. We just got to a point where we have seen those same fight fans expose themselves for being temporaries. Casual boxing fans. Ones that's just here for the super chats. One is just here to get people to tune in and drop some cash apps. They looking at the topics that's gonna go out here and get the most views, and they don't give a damn about Spence to talk about him. They just gonna talk about the hottest topic on the YTC, and that's Crawford, dog. Point blank, period. But I did my shit, bro. I went over there. I tried to find out who the fuck, where Errol Spence was. I didn't see it, man. That shit look abandoned over there, bro. It looked like nobody was over there. It's real talk. You know what I'm saying? I got a call, from, Gumbo. Gumbo was up there telling me that Omaha looked like it's busy. You know what I'm saying? Look like they got shit going over there. The regiment is active. You know what I'm saying? It's active over there in Omaha. You know what I'm saying? It's active over there, bro. And look, I was gonna drop some of Crawford's new picks, but I said no, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna use that for another live. Crawford, posted some new picks on the IG that he's training, up in the hills and shit like that. Staying serious, staying dedicated to the game. We don't hear shit about Spence, bro. The last time we seen him, we heard Pop laughing in the background and shit. The more and more I listen to that video, I think Pop was actually in the bedroom and shit. If you look real closely, it seemed like he was sneaking out the back bedroom and he had a strawberry in his mouth. I see Pop goddamn sneaking out the bedroom with some damn strawberries in his hand, dog. Hey, Spence and the stripper was fucked up. They didn't see him, dog. Pop was over there recording them and shit. God damn, he was over there recording them eating strawberries, man. I told him, I say, Pop, don't fuck with them strawberries, dog. Look at Spence, man. Don't fuck with him. But he said he made it up out of that motherfucker, man. He said he did get a little, dizzy and shit. He felt like he was high as fuck. He couldn't understand. Man, I told him, I said, man, them motherfucking strawberries are laced, dog. Them motherfucking strawberries are laced. But if you watch the video closely, you can see him sneaking out the bedroom, man. Goddamn, strawberry shit all everywhere, man. Seriously. Look, I be clicking the link. Look, I be clicking the link is for what exactly? LAB one asked for the link, but I be cool, man. IB's always kept the same energy. But when it comes down to telling me something new, I ain't trying to sit here and debate. I ain't trying to debate a nigga, man, with the same shit I heard damn a year ago. I ain't trying to debate a nigga the same year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm not trying to do that shit, dog. I'm sober than a motherfucker, dog. Like, I'm going to remember shit. Now, and now, real talk. If I was sipping on something, maybe I'll forget a thing or two. But I'm telling you point blank, bro. Like, I go from channel to channel and hit the damn volume button and tune in. I don't be in their chat. I'm listening. So you come in here and tell me all the shit, this, that, and the other, about all the shit. Oh, he ducked. How did he duck? Well, he didn't want to fight. How did he didn't want to fight? Well, why he didn't sign the contract? It was never a contract. Yes, it was. This channel said it wasn't a contract. Next, what else you want to do? Well, all he had to do is just take everything that he was offering. He did. You know what I'm saying? What more is he to do if, and what more can I do if the information is being distributed out to the mainstream media and they say they sent this man a freaking revision and he didn't respond? Does that mean Bud Crawford is ducking, or Bud looked at the contract and say, no, I'm not signing this shit because the fight's in 2023? So pretty much, what does that allow him to do? Execute his option. He was able to execute his option. They get mad because the man had a plan Bravo. It's good to have a plan Bravo, bro. That means you potentially, would get paid when, if you would have stayed seated, quiet, complacent, you would have went through this whole entire holiday season frustrated because you didn't get paid this entire year off a fresh fight. You've been out the ring since last November, and you went the entire year 2022. You weren't able to brush up on your skills, put some paws on somebody or anything. That's just not the case. Shout out to Team Crawford for being tight. You know what I'm saying? For being tight on their motherfucking business, staying vigilant and making this shit happen, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I will be honest with you though, right? I understand why a lot of people are talking about Crawford, because when the heavyweight division is such a carnival going on over there in the media. We got Dillian White want to goddamn have a street fight. You got Fury saying he'll fight Joe Joyce, and another minute he'll fight Oleksandr Usyk, who's a unified champion. It's a carnival, dog. Like they all over the fucking place, bro. There's no need to even talk about anything else. Like, I did find this interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I did find this interesting. Isaac Cruz has ducked 2. He didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia because they said they had Tank Davis interest. He didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia. Nobody talks about that. And then he has an issue with Shakur Stevenson. I found it funny though, right? That he put out a statement and said, they always say, Isaac Cruz warned Shakur Stevenson. It's funny how he went out here and said, you shouldn't be so eager to fight me. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be wanting to fight me so fast. You shouldn't want to do this. Like, listen, brother. If this guy is moving up from 130 and you've had multiple fights at 135 and you pretty much situated to the weight, you got some names. You went the distance with Tank, which is great. Why you don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson? He must be a threat to you. He must be a threat for you to sign on. Like, I'm thinking you this Mexican assassin, dog. I'm like, damn, I like Isaac Cruz, but you done ducked 2 people. The reason why you didn't get this damn Gervonta fight, because you couldn't. Even when so many people were saying, it's going to be Isaac Cruz. It's not going to work that way, bro. They're trying to get out of that shit. What's going on, Q? How you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, man. Feeling great, man. How you doing today, man?
What now?
I said, how you doing today, man? You good?
I'm good, bro.
Man, I'm doing
everything rocking with you, bro.
Shit, man. Everything good, man. Shit, blessing this bitch, man. Just getting on, listen to you cook, man. I clicked on, I heard you roasting the fuck out some niggas. I'm like, shit, I like roasting too.
Hey, man, I'm all about dual arsonists, dog. I'm all about that teamwork when it comes to arsonists. You know what I'm saying? Shit, like the fire, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I got a little gasoline, fucking in a match. You feel me? I brought my
Hey man,
motherfuckers.
that's what I'm saying. They put that in a Molotov cocktail. Let's
Yeah,
tear some shit up, dog.
shit,
Hey,
we gonna be leaving this bit with no eyebrows.
motherfuckers singed this shit, looking stupid. Can't even go on camera until the motherfuckers grow in this shit. It's all good, you know. But I'm looking at it like same old shit, man. Like I understand why motherfuckers up here saying what they saying because it's an interesting topic. But you know, I'm pretty sure you already read the tweet that was out there.
Man,
Niggas say he in the air and shit.
hey,
No fight date.
they gonna put him in the air because they never put him on camera because they don't. He don't. They got his ass. He's not in the loop right now, my nigga. Like, oh no, what the fuck? He ain't in the loop. He
So you
talking about all
saying?
shit, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. As far as I see it, bro. Okay, Spence don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? He don't know nothing that's going on with his career. In the time where he should know and should be giving every direction of what should be going on in his career, he has put that bitch in autopilot and he has nothing to do. He walked away from that motherfucker. He got other people doing what he do. He got Tom Brown. He got TGB. Nah, I mean, Al. He got all these other motherfuckers doing the work, and he ain't doing shit. Now, what that tells me, okay, yeah, maybe he might want to fight Bud. I'll give him that. Bud said he want that fight, but all those people that I told you he got in the reins, you know what I mean, take control of this shit on autopilot. They don't want that.
And that's what I was trying to explain to him, man. That's all. I was just simply trying to explain to him that in one sense, right, they always debating, talking about boxing is a business. But now when it comes to Spence Crawford, they not looking at it as like a business. They want to make it a reality show. They want to say Crawford don't want to fight. No. TGB, Al and all them cats, they're trying to get an in-house fight for these titles. Because just like Errol Spence said so eloquently, he said he's on borrowed fucking time, Q. He said he on borrowed time, bro. So if he said he was on borrowed fucking time, oh, we don't know that Al Heyman them said they know he's on borrowed time too. They know he fucked up.
And this the thing. At this point in time, don't none of that shit matter because I'll give Al Heyman this. He a man of his word. And you want to know who he gave his word to? Keith motherfucking Thurman.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, yeah, Earl, he don't want to fight him. He don't want to do that. But Al Heyman gave Keith Thurman his word. You will get a shot at them titles. And hell, the thing about it, he put a little bit more a cherry on top of that motherfucker. I'm going to give you a title you ain't never had before.
Damn, dog.
You know what I mean? The title Earl got to say fuck Keith Thurman. His first title. The IBF. He got that title. Earl got that title and said fuck Keith Thurman. He don't need none of them shits. Because at the end of the day, Earl only hollered Keith Thurman's name because he wanted a title. He never really wanted Keith Thurman. That style Keith Thurman got, when they get in the ring, yeah, that's the toughest style he would have fought to date. The good thing about it, you got an inactive ass, broke Keith Thurman, some would say. But you got me who kind of looking at it like, hey, Al Heyman giving this guy a favor. The shot at the titles again. And he want that shit. Keith Thurman been in the gym since the summertime, bro.
Yeah, he's looking in great shape. I've been watching his training videos. He's been looking in great shape. I ain't gonna lie to you, like when I look at Thurman, right, he does look like he has a rededication. He has a new sense of energy about himself. Hungry. He's hungry because I think with him, this is the perfect time for him to slide in and upset Spence, bro. This is the perfect time. Now, my only thing is I'm always skeptical at situations like this because to me, Errol Spence and Thurman is not a bigger money fight than Spence Crawford.
Never.
But
nah.
But I see Thurman potentially going in there and giving Spence trouble. But I don't know if he's gonna receive the orders or not. He's gonna go in there and we're gonna see a Udenas Ugas all over again. That's my only time, man. That's my only thing with that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why I say it's the unknown. You know, that's boxing. Is Keith Thurman gonna do what Bivol did with Canelo? And that's not go along with the plan. What everybody wanted, and he just upset the apple cart, bro. And Keith could do it, bro. But you know, is Earl Spence, bro? Earl going.
And then another thing, Q, is that you know there's no common opponent. Thurman is not a common opponent between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. So let's just say Errol Spence go in there and beat Keith Thurman. All these Spencerholics are gonna do is say, "Oh, see, his resume definitely better than Crawford's now." It ain't gonna make a difference if Crawford still got the belt. Thurman ain't gonna make no motherfucking difference outside of the YouTube debate.
Outside the name, bro, it's only a name. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this: you strip away Keith Thurman name, put the little resume, put them dates up there. Put David Avenesian up there, just strip away all that shit, all the, you know what I mean, the name. And bro, you looking at a fighter that an active fighter to a guy that fought two, 3 times in 5 years. And I'm gonna add on the Spence fight. Like if he fights Spence, that'll be 2 times in 3 years.
But see, once again, their argument is going to be that's pretty much the normality in this day and era. You have individuals that fight pretty infrequently, once or twice a year. Q, you know what I'm saying? They're not fighting active like 4 times a year because they're making all that money, so they have enough time to sit home and chill and live off their bread. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Blunts? How you feeling, bro?
What's good? What's going on? How y'all feeling, man?
What's good with
man? Come on, mix it up, Blunts. You sound like you ain't on that level yet. It's a holiday, dog.
Come in here
all low monotone and shit, and goddamn, get your energy up.
You know, I'm a little disappointed, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Spence looking a little lost from these tweets, man. Like he don't know what's going on, and it's like how you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about all the shit that's going on, I think like man, this fight could probably still happen. You know what I'm saying? But I really think it's gonna come down to Crawford for real, and what happens after this fight. You know what I'm saying?
Look. I feel you. Look at IB. IB saying all that shit. And look, he on mute, y'all.
Yo, acting crazy, man.
I be coming here. I be trying to goddamn cut people off, and he was on mute, dog.
No, I knew I was on mute. I wasn't even saying that. I'm saying, yo, acting crazy, man. That's crazy.
I be on there spit shit, got the bottle in his hand.
Yeah, you the fresh off work and shit, man. Hey, World Combat Sports, man, this man, Scotty, man, this ain't nothing personal, man. You already know we've been kicking this shit for years, man. It ain't nothing like that. And don't ever think that I'll ever get in my feelings or anything like that over an opinion with you or anything with anybody else neither. I don't give a, it's some boxing talk, man. We are brothers at the end of the day, but come on, Scotty, you once you said some franchise shit like that, bro, why would you even bring that up in this whole situation? Like, you really think Mauricio Suleiman to throw in the option for Errol Spence to petition for a franchise belt to duck out of a Thurman fight? He don't
have to petition for a belt.
To duck out of a Thurman fight, bro?
I'm just saying it allows them more time to figure out what they want to do with Crawford, dog. Cause he's ordered to fight Thurman. He's ordered. Period. The only way out of that is that he become franchised. They did it for now.
The only way out of that is moving up or get your ass stripped.
Bro, they did it for one.
It ain't no franchise, Scotty. It won't be no franchise. Look, I mean, that's my opinion, but it won't be.
You talking about something that me and you both are predicting. We just putting a hypothetical out there. It's not something that I'm saying that's going to happen. All I said was, look at Juan Estrada. He beat Roman Gonzalez, and they made him franchise champion. Nobody seen that shit coming.
So you're using that scenario in this I mean, I know you're saying it's a possibility, but do you really feel in your heart of hearts that that's really what's going to be the plan, or that is the plan?
Nah, the WBC ain't gonna do shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
No. Hold up, Q. So you with him? You think they really about to throw in this franchise shit for Errol Spence to duck out this Thurman shit, bro? Like, come on,
But
man.
look, I know it's
Errol
very
Spence gotta
limited.
fight. He gotta fight Thurman, man. He gotta fight Thurman, get stripped or move up. That's just is what it is. He gonna have to put his pride to the side. I know he got his reasons why, because Thurman low key tried to blackball Spence when Spence was coming up. But if I was me, that give you more reason to fuck him up. Let's go in there and fuck his ass up. Push his shit back.
I
more
feel
impact.
you.
So you said Thurman tried to blackball Spence.
Nah, he how can he blackball him? He was just acting like, oh, okay. He wasn't giving him the opportunity. Like, he could have fought Spence when Spence was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have, but he didn't want no smoke with him.
Okay, so now
injured.
Spence doing the
That's
same.
why Spence said he'd never fight Thurman. Q, you know that.
Spence doing that with Bud though, right?
How is he doing that with Bud?
What?
How is he doing that? How is he doing that with Bud?
Bro, cause only thing Thurman said was, bro, I got a better fight. I can fight Pacquiao, and then I'll fight you in 2022. He gave him a timeline. He gave the bull a timeline, just like Earl Spence tried to give or did with Bud. Made him wait behind all these people and all that shit. He did the same thing, but now it's, oh, he did this and he did that, and that's some shit you could say, oh, I would never fight that nigga. So if Bud come through, and just cause pretty much Spence did the same thing to him, if he come through and say, oh man, I never fight that nigga, that's ducking. Don't give a fuck if he got a belt, if he gets smashed out. But Bud ain't doing that. He like, man, that shit funny it's really funny as hell, because you get to hear Spence fans argue for the nigga for like 3-4 years. Yeah, I mean, on some outrageous shit that Thurman really did to him. That's really how I feel about it. Like, Thurman really looking like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I was gonna fight you. I just lost to Pacquiao. If Thurman would have beat Pacquiao, we know he would have fought Earl. For a fact, we know they would have unified that on their side of the fence. We know that. It's no debate. Nobody could sit here and say, no, man, Thurman still wouldn't have fought him or none of that. Like, we know he would have fought him. So Thurman really wasn't ducking him. He just tried to line the nigga up, and it didn't go as planned. Now Thurman out this bitch beltless, you know what I mean, on the shelf. and he earning it, getting his way back through a crazy ass mandatory, really through the WBA, not even through the WBC. Because
hey, Q, I know what you're saying, and I know the timeline you're talking about. I'm talking even before that, even before he was talking about all the Manny's. This is when Errol Spence literally like 5 fights in. You know what I'm saying? He been calling for Thurman. He been motherfucking confident he could beat a Thurman. He been calling Thurman out since way before what you talking about now. That's what I'm saying. And Thurman tried to pull the same shit he was trying to pull with Spence, with Boots. Who was he? Come on, bro. He been scared. He know what he saw in his own 2 eyes. He know what he seen.
Hey, name their resume though. When you get the name in,
hey, nah, for sure, no. And I can't knock Thurman for that, because he already was that nigga and shit. Like, okay, but at the end of the day, and I never not once said, oh, okay, he was. I just feel like the nigga was blackballing my nigga. I never said he ducked him or none of that, because it you know what I mean. They had to. It wasn't like they was in negotiations. You know, no, I don't want to. It wasn't nothing like that. He didn't even give Errol no play, none of that. He just straight act like he didn't know who the nigga was or something, bro.
So tell me
Errol
this.
was hungry.
Hey, IB, tell me this. So when
now he beltless, looking goofy as hell, ponytail chopped off. Now all of a sudden he's ready for a Spence fight.
Hey, IB, tell me this though. Tell me this, IB. You listening? You listening, IB? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, IB? I just want to make sure you hear me now. Are you feeling some type of way that Keith Thurman didn't acknowledge your boxing idol, and your feelings hurt a little bit?
Nah,
because
man. Like I said, fuck
it's not
Errol
in the
Spence.
policy.
All that.
It's not in the policy, bro. It's not in the
Nah,
policy that
nah,
these fighters work by
I understand.
themselves.
Listen, Scotty, I understand why the man didn't acknowledge the man because he knew what the fuck he seen. Oh hell no, I ain't about to the same shit with Boogie. Hell no, I'm
Who
not
was
about to.
Thurman signed
Man,
to though, bro?
hell no. That's like man, listen,
Who
bro.
was Thurman
That's like them
signed to?
heavyweight. That's just like them heavyweights looking at Jared Anderson like, hell no.
IB.
What? They praying he don't call their name. Come
Who
on,
was
man.
Thurman signed to at the time? Who was
And the
Thurman
nigga was
signed to at the
spooked.
time?
The nigga was spooked, bro.
Who was Thurman signed to at the time?
When? What year? What year are you talking about? So I can tell you.
When did look? It don't need no year. When Errol Spence
Because
won
the
the
nigga
fight.
been with PBC for a minute.
Check this out. Check this out. When Errol Spence was trying to call out Keith Thurman, who was Thurman signed to at the time?
You said what promotional company he was signed to?
Is my audio bad? Can y'all hear me or no?
This nigga.
Can y'all hear
What,
me?
Showtime? What?
I'd be
PBC?
struggling. I'd be struggling to hear what I'm saying. Can you hear me, IB?
Yeah, I hear you.
So when Errol Spence was
He been
calling
with
out Keith
Showtime,
Thurman,
PBC, and Al Heyman and them for years,
then,
bro.
so if they felt the fight was worthy of happening, why didn't Al Heyman make that shit happen then?
I don't know.
Okay, that's all I need to know there.
I said
Thank you very much.
it wasn't like I
Thank
said
you
it
very
wasn't
much.
like there was a
And when you
negotiations or nothing like
look,
that. But
and I appreciate you being honest with me, brother.
yeah, I mean it was. I said before it wasn't like there was a negotiations.
Stop putting this shit off on Thurman, dog. Stop putting it off on Thurman.
I'm not putting it off on Thurman because Thurman got a shot right now. Like, but all of a sudden now.
But why didn't Al Heyman make the motherfucking fight? Why did he make a fight when Errol Spence and Al Heyman and Keith Thurman was under the same umbrella, bro? Why he didn't make that fight happen if Errol Spence was so-called a upcoming cash cow and he was doing all that shit?
Man, around that time, Scotty, Al Heyman was making all the best fights and unifications around that time. If you want to
I'm glad you said that. So tell me why he didn't make that fight. Why he didn't make Thurman and Errol Spence then, dog?
Technical, they was making everything.
Why he didn't make Thurman and Errol Spence, bro?
All the unifications over there on that side of the street, they was making everything.
Oh, okay. So you just gonna ignore the fact that Errol Spence had the IBF and Keith Thurman had WBC and the WBA. So why he didn't make that fight though, bro? Why he didn't make Thurman Spence, bro?
Man, listen, Thurman never called for that shit. And Errol Spence didn't have a belt. So they went with the unification. They went with the unification.
Hey, Dub, hey, salute to you, Dub CS, man. Salute to the panel, man. Salute to everybody, man. Hey, I just want to say this one quick thing. Hey, IB, bro. Bro, he caught you with why did they make the fight happen, bro? Listen, bro. You got to understand, you got to go back, bro. Keith Thurman said this shit years ago. He's talking about he want to fight me, but a contract was never on the table for Keith Thurman to duck it. Another thing you got to understand, too, about this shit, bro. Keith Thurman been the monkey wrench the whole fucking time, bro. You got to understand, when that nigga said back in February, bro, I was promised the shot, bro, because I didn't lose my green belt. He never beat me for that WBA belt. Say, bro, that been in the plan the whole time, bro. And that's what I be trying to tell these fucking Errol Spence fans, bro. The Crawford fight was never gonna happen, bro, because for one, the fight that made the most sense was Keith Thurman because it was an in-house fucking fight, bro. That's the first thing. And the next thing, Tim Smith told y'all what the plan was from the beginning, bro. And once Keith Thurman said that shit, bro, I was like, oh yeah, bro, this shit is dead, bro. Because for one, he not about to let Crawford fight Spence. Crawford fight Thurman before Spence do, because it just wouldn't look good. Because he probably know Crawford would beat his ass. He want to keep the leverage on that side, bro. Sean Porter was a gauge, and that's another thing that y'all don't realize, bro. If Al Heyman wanted that fight, Bob Arum would have let Terrence go to Showtime or Fox, bro, because he said he was done paying for another Terrence Crawford fight. The fight didn't go to purse bid, so whoever be saying that shit needs to stop saying that shit. It got extended, bro, because they forced Bob Arum to make that fight. Because if he knew that shit was going to purse bid, Eddie Hearn, Triller, or one of them Saudis would have picked that shit up and they would have got paid, bro. That's the biggest thing y'all got to understand, bro. This shit was never going to happen because they never wanted Terrence Crawford, bro. Never, bro. And I'm telling you, this shit ain't going to happen in 2023 either, bro. It's not. It's not, bro. Like, this shit is dead, bro. And I just hate Bud. Like Bud said in this interview, I just hated that nigga wasted his time with Pacquiao and this nigga, bro. Because clearly this nigga don't run his fucking career, bro. And clearly he don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. And a lot of other motherfuckers don't know what's going on.
And like I say, this is my last thing, Dubsy, because I got to get back to Ubering. But this is another thing. Crawford said he talked to Al Heyman. He ain't never talked to Steven Espinoza. So that shit just kills everything, bro. And you know what I mean? That's just how I feel on the situation, bro.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Before you get back to work, let me ask you one question though. Oh, he already left. Why did Errol Spence say he'd never fight Thurman and feel so adamant about not fighting Keith Thurman? Why did he didn't just pull this out his ass? Come on, bro. Put yourself in Errol Spence's shoes at that time. Why did Errol Spence feel like he do not want to fight Keith Thurman? It's not because Keith Thurman's not a good name or it's not. Why did Errol Spence say he would never fight Keith Thurman? Please don't act retarded now. Why did he say that, Scotty? Why?
That's a good ass excuse. I mean, because Keith Thurman.
And now, why though, man? Why? Come on, Keith. Why did Errol Spence say he'll never fight Keith Thurman? It's not because he's scared.
Because Keith Thurman didn't give him a shot.
Period.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's period.
Right.
It ain't nothing else. That ain't no debate. That ain't no debate.
All this time
Okay, IB, I got one question since I answered your question. Is Terrence Crawford did Earl Spence give Terrence Crawford a shot at the belts?
Yes, he did.
When?
The nigga's a free agent. He can do whatever he wants to do. How can Errol Spence give Terrence Crawford a shot at the title? When you over here,
hold up, not this year.
Bob didn't give him a chance to co-promote.
Not this year. Before this year,
Bob didn't even give a chance. He didn't even think about co-promoting with Errol Spence when he was over at Top Rank. Then back in the years you talk about, Bob didn't give him that chance, bro. It wasn't Crawford or it wasn't Spence.
They was busy trying to collect the belts, bro.
Spence and Crawford was in the same position over at their networks, bro.
Did you hear what Errol Spence said? He didn't mention your name. So Bud say he didn't mention my name. No, he didn't mention my name. So he just finished Shadinas Ugas. He just finished Shadinas Ugas in April this year, dog.
That's cool too.
Blood didn't even exist in Earl Spence demise. They wouldn't even put him up as a champion.
Yeah, they had a good thing going over at Showtime. Earl Spence, he was doing the Showtime thing. You're right. He was doing the Showtime thing. Like, why fuck up the good shit I got going on over here, unifying with the champions we got over here? Like,
okay. So Earl Spence never gave Terrence Crawford.
I'm gonna put my niggas on before I go put a nigga from goddamn.
He ain't even like Sean Porter, bro.
Come on, man.
I put my niggas on. He ain't like Sean.
Bro, listen, Sean Porter didn't even really want to fight Bud, for real, to be truthfully honest with you. Sean Porter is on the brink of retiring. Shit, what else can he do? This is the biggest fight I can make. Come on, man. Sean Porter didn't want to fight Bud, to be truthful, but they still made that happen though for some reason.
Sean Porter
like Q said. It was just a gauge. Sean Porter was a gauge, bro. They was using him as disposable goods. They just wanted to see how Bud would look in there with Sean Porter. He looked too motherfucking good, too dominant, and that's why they not in a hurry to go over there and fight Crawford, bro. If Sean Porter would have put that dude in a predicament, at least hurt Bud or gave him the Gamboa effect or the Igis Kavalauskas effect, something, then they would have been saying, okay, all right, cool, let's make this fight. He good. But he went in there and stopped Porter, bro. Y'all can say what you want. You can say Porter was on the brink of retirement, whatever. But, bro, give him his props, man.
Hey, he stopped. That's the fact. He stopped him. I ain't going to speak nothing else. He stopped him.
Sean Porter said he was going to retire after the Earl fight, but he did too good.
Yeah, that was like Porter's best performance I ever seen.
Yeah, that was Porter's best performance, but he didn't feel no type of way that he needed to retire. Errol Spence didn't leave him with that dilemma. He was like, I think I did pretty good in there.
And then
Errol Spence gave him hope to go over there and have another fight, dog. He didn't feel like he was challenged.
Bro, and matter of fact, anybody, bro, go back and watch that fight. Go back and watch when Sean Porter got dropped by Earl the first time. And go look at how Sean Porter reacted, how Kenny reacted. The motherfucker was yelling, "Come on, let's go." You're ready for that shit. Go look at how they reacted when Terrence Crawford dropped him. It was different energy.
Man, I'm telling you, after that shot Errol hit him with, Kenny Porter had no choice but because he didn't want him to get hit with no shit like that ever again, because the nigga probably wouldn't even be commentating right now. So that they had to play it safe.
No,
Like, man, we can't risk getting hit with no shit like that again, man. Let me go ahead and throw this goddamn towel in the middle. You feel what I mean? Like, come on, bro. He couldn't risk no shit like that. Bro, that punch was crazy. Bud didn't hit that nigga with no punch like that.
Bro, Sean Porter didn't even get hurt, bro. He didn't, bro. His knee didn't even touch the ground. His fucking glove touched it.
His glove did.
Bro.
Tip of his glove.
I know, hey, because when he got hit, his body didn't have no choice but to drop. That's what I'm saying. He got hit with some crazy.
They was both.
Bro, Porter already said that punch.
The momentum from his
Porter already said Spence hit harder than Bud. He already said it out his mouth. And Kell Brook. So y'all gonna believe them or y'all gonna believe? Come on, man.
I'm gonna believe that every now and then.
They said it out their mouth.
Sean Porter say some controversial shit.
Did they not say that though? WCS, come on, Scotty.
Okay, he did, but
why you think that? It was because of that punch.
Just like Sean Porter, Timothy Bradley, and all them other cats, Andre Ward, they say some controversial shit sometimes.
What's up, brother? What's up?
It really don't matter to me who said who hits harder when I look at how your body reacted. Like, it's cool. Kell Brook said, yeah, Terrence Crawford Earl Spence hit harder. But when Terrence Crawford hit him, we seen how his body reacted. Nigga, that I don't give a fuck who you think hit harder. That's cool. He had more weight coming behind this punch. But when Terrence Crawford touched you, nigga, you start doing your arms start moving. You ran across the fucking ring, nigga, and all type of shit. Don't none of that shit matter. Even when Thurman was touching fucking Sean Porter was buckling when Keith Thurman was hitting his ass. He didn't fall.
Thurman got some pop too, though. We know that Thurman got pop too. Like, he might not have the most knockout, but Thurman got pop.
But that's what I'm saying. When he was getting his ass touched by Terrence Crawford, it don't matter the fact that, it don't hurt. Nigga, you can't do shit. Like, it don't matter when you can't do shit. This motherfucker gonna keep whipping you upside your motherfucking head, and you don't know which way it's coming from. You think you getting jumped in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
and Porter never been stopped. So that's why another reason why I give it to Bud. You know what I mean? Like, they threw the top, but he still got stopped. Like, okay. That's the only time Porter ever been stopped. That's why I can't say shit or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even. That's the only time he been stopped against Bud. Like, okay, what the fuck can I say? Spence didn't stop him.
Hey, hold up. Let me ask you this right quick.
Damn, bro.
Abby, who you think had a better resume, Keith Thurman or Errol Spence?
They got the same resume.
Shit, yeah, that shit closes. That shit really closes hell. I mean, I have to. If I was to nitpick, though, to be truthfully honest with you, bro, I'd probably have to, I say shit. I don't know, bro. I probably have to go.
Just make a guess, Abby. Come on, man.
Like, this ain't no fanfare shit or nothing.
Man, hey, this ain't no bullshit. I ain't fucking with you like that. Who has the better resume, Thurman or Errol Spence?
Thurman fought Manny, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really
okay.
But he lost, though. You feel what I mean, though? Like, he lost, though. You know what I'm saying? He fought Danny Porter.
He got Josecito Lopez on that bitch, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter.
Even though
Palazzo, Robert Guerrero.
I don't know. That's close as fuck, though. I mean,
they got the same amount of knockouts, dog.
But Errol still got that Odo. Errol still got that Odo. And Thurman ain't never held three titles at 147 too. So it's kind of like you got to nitpick with that. Like, it's close as fuck. I can't really say, Scotty. I can't really say.
Okay, but we look at Danny. Look, we look at Danny Garcia.
That's like a debate right there. Like, you can argue for both, bro.
You gotta look at. Let me get this cue right quick. So IB, what I'm saying is he fought Danny Garcia, man. You talking about he don't have 3 belts, but he fought Danny Garcia when he was undefeated, bro.
Yeah, I know, but Errol Spence fought Danny Garcia
was undefeated. Man,
yeah, you're right.
Garcia already had multiple losses after that, especially from Thurman already, and he lost to Sean Porter for the WBC.
He had three, I think, when Spence fought.
So he fought Danny Garcia, and when he was undefeated though, bro.
Yeah, that was a great win. I'm not taking that from him. That was a great win for sure. I
mean, I know people. I've been on record as saying Danny Garcia ain't had the most special freaking welterweight run, because he fought Robert Guerrero for the vacant WBC, and and he didn't really beat no big names up here. But Keith Thurman did fight him when he was undefeated and gave him his first L.
experience, you can give it to Keith Thurman. Okay, that's cool. But damn, like currently, most people would probably pick Earl for real. But it's close.
I mean, we're
Errol
not
most
talking about our
gotta be.
popularity,
It's close.
dog. We're not
I'm
talking
not.
about
I'm
our
not talking about
popularity.
popularity neither. I'm just saying though, like Keith Thurman got beat by Manny Pacquiao. You feel me? The Ugas turned around and beat. You know what I'm saying
Fucked
though?
up.
Like
Fucked up
you
by
feel
Manny
me? Like yeah,
Pacquiao. He
yeah,
was a
right,
he was
right. Dropped in the first round
in the
by
first
Manny Pacquiao. Like you know what I mean? So it's
I
like
don't
damn.
know.
Like,
I don't know what y'all niggas talking about. He got fucked
And
up.
I'm not here to defend Spence or no Spence man fan shit. Because like I said, I don't really give a fuck about Spence. Like I don't care about no. You know what I'm saying? I love boxing at the end of the day, but it's like damn, bro. Just because I know what's going on with the numbers and shit like that. I feel who deserve what, and you know, in the negotiations, that don't mean that I don't fuck with Bud neither. Like I always stress the fact, like, come on, bro, I got two eyes, they work good. I know what the fuck Bud done. I know what he bring to the table. I see Bud fight all the time. I know what I'm looking at. It's not nothing against Bud, but I'm on the other side of the fence just because I got Spence, and y'all want to make it seem like a nigga just a Spence man fan or something. Just because I got Spence, like that ain't, you know what I mean? Like that's not the case. I just got him winning the fight, but I'm not down in Bud neither. Like, oh, Bud, this. I never said Bud ducked or none of that type of shit. All I'm saying is I understand why the fight not happening. It's not on Errol Spence. It's not Errol Spence's fault, but I understand where Bud coming from too, though. Like, but if you really want to be technical with it, I know who deserve what and who probably shouldn't get as much as they asking for. You feel what I mean? Like it's all about the money, bro. That's really what it is.
And how do you place yourself in the position to know how much a fighter should ask for?
Hey man, listen, man. A motherfucker done broke that shit down, bro. But I can break it down by myself.
Bro, I'm
and
just
see
saying.
Who does so what. And see who come on, man.
You're
like,
saying just because Errol Spence is a unified champion at welterweight, he should ask for more money.
It's not even about that.
Now hold up, IB. So when we talk about boxing, we talk about Manny Pacquiao. Do they say he's a welterweight world champion, or were they talking about he's an 8 division world champion? So divisions, championships carry forward, right? They collectively put that shit together in your credential package. All that shit carry forward to the next division. So if Terrence Crawford did more, he's achieved more, why shouldn't he come in this fight on the backside of his career and ask for what he was asking for?
Because look, Terrence Crawford always, like you said, done more and achieved more, but for some reason, motherfuckers just ain't buying them pay-per-views, Scotty. I don't know why.
He hasn't been on pay-per-view majority of his career.
The nigga can knock out the whole goddamn boxing, anybody in boxing right now. The motherfucker still ain't selling shit for some reason. I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. It's the business side of this shit, bro. It's not him.
So look,
it's not his talent, Scotty. It's not his resume, Scotty. It's the nigga don't bring no money in. That's all it is. He got booty though.
He don't bring no money into you.
Q, the nigga got booth, man. He ain't got that gas.
He don't bring no money into you. He don't bring no money into you.
Where
was Errol Spence's first pay-per-view? He was in March 2019, IB. He was on March 2019, his first big pay-per-view, Mikey Garcia. He came in the box in 2012, brother. He only had 4 pay-per-views. You act like Errol Spencer did incredible numbers since his primary pay-per-view in AT&T Stadium with Mikey Garcia.
I didn't say he done incredible numbers, Scotty. I know he done more numbers than Bud. That's all I said. I never said them numbers ain't spectacular, bro. Out of 5 pay-per-view fights, the highest pay-per-view selling fight, Floyd on 3 of those. And I know what those numbers are. He didn't done nothing close to those.
Hey, talk like they not
spectacular. He didn't do nothing close to those, bro.
Give him the same energy you giving
Floyd Mayweather numbers. Them is numbers I can really talk about. That the highest pay-per-view. Come on, bro.
Mayweather don't have
he didn't done none of those. He ain't done nothing close to that. Why would I talk about? You know what I'm saying? When I know who sold the most pay-per-views,
Floyd don't have nothing to do with this conversation.
I'm just saying those pay-per-view numbers ain't shit. Errol Spence ain't doing no pay-per-view numbers to brag about. No, but they better than Buzz though.
And look, since they better than Buzz, it's not that wide of a margin that they still can't step in the ring and prove who's the better fighter. Is this talk about numbers? Why these dudes ain't gonna fight? Are we serious talking about just numbers? Are we talking about who's the better man? They both on the pound for pound list. So you say Terrence Crawford don't have the damn pay-per-view numbers, but his ass in front of him on the pound for pound list everywhere you look. So he should get no credit. They gotta be looking at the numbers. That's the reason why they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Why he above him on
make
the
a
pound for
fight. They
pound
got that,
list?
that's what they got to be looking at, Scotty. That's the only thing I can think of. What else are they looking at, Scotty? What else are they looking at, bro?
Why Bud sits ahead of him on the pound for pound
Why
list?
else wouldn't they make this
that's just
fight,
subjective,
bro?
right? That's just
Because
subjective,
Bud
right?
probably asked for too much fucking money that you're not worth or
Don't
deserving.
come over here with
You're
you
not even
think he did.
deserving of this money, bro.
They
You're
know
not
You
even
figure he
deserving
ain't
of this money,
deserving.
bro.
Okay, if he ain't deserving, then Errol Spence
Hell
ain't
no,
deserving.
bro.
Then
Like nigga, everybody
he ain't
want a
did
billion,
shit.
but you can't
He
get a
ain't did shit
billion.
but
You just
campaign
can't
in
get
one
that,
division.
man.
Errol Spence ain't did
this
shit but
shit
campaign in
crazy.
one division, bro. Campaign in one division. There, IB. One
But the
freaking
nigga
division.
making money though. The nigga making money, bro.
So it's all about
He's
you
bringing
thinking he
money
making
in.
money.
He's bringing money
Al
in.
Heyman
Bud
is
losing money
Al Heyman
over
is
at
getting his money, bro.
Hey, Al said himself, bro. Bud is losing us money, man. He's losing us money, man.
So you believe what Al say? A fighter that's not signed to him. You believe that?
That's just the facts of the matter, bro.
You sounding like a casual right now, IB. I expect more out of you than this now. You sound like a casual ass fan, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. It's
You
business.
sounding casual today,
Scotty, bro. That's it. It's just
You
a
sounding
business.
casual. You sounding casual, IB.
I'm not trying to, man. Listen, man. You know I'm not a casual. I'm just letting you know,
You
bro.
know
It gotta
damn
be
well
money.
I don't
It
give
gotta
a
be
damn
money.
what Al Heyman think about Bud Crawford, dog. I don't give a damn what he think about Bud Crawford. But what I do know, he don't want to make the fight with Bud Crawford and Spence, bro. And it's not about the money. Bud Crawford accepted the 35%, bro. What more do y'all want?
Where's the proof that Bud Crawford accepted 35%, bro, in these negotiations?
Man, everybody in that moment know he accepted.
Because if that was the case, the fight would have been made, bro.
Bud Crawford say he accepted 35%.
Man, so you going off what a man said?
So you going off what Al said? Exactly.
I'm
Walk you into that. I walk you into that, IB. I walk you into that.
I'm not going off what Al said, bro. What did Al say?
You into that.
What did
Al say? Bud don't do numbers and Bud can't do this, but yet you sitting up here. I asked you, well, Bud said he took 35%. No, you don't believe Bud. So your whole mentality is to be biased. Period. You ain't willing to hear both sides.
It's not biasness, bro. I know the numbers of what both these guys done sold and what they both put to the like. I know these numbers are out there. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. That's all I'm going off of is the numbers. I'm not going off the talent. I'm going off the numbers and being smart business wise, like what I was saying yesterday, bro.
So did they go off the numbers when Teofimo fought Lomachenko?
Some shit that could possibly not even come back, bro. That's not a good business decision, bro. Fuck the fight.
So that's why he didn't take the hedge fund money. That's why they didn't take the 25-25 because Al wasn't sure he can get the 50 million back, bro.
You can say that.
I know that. That's why he didn't take it. He didn't want nobody else touching it because he has to come back and try to give them their money back. He didn't see how he can get that money back. He wasn't interested in that in the first place because he wanted an in-house fight.
Or he feel like he can make more than $50 million without that.
He don't feel that way. If he feels he can make the 50 million, then why not make the fight happen? He don't have the 50 million. He don't have that shit at the end of the year. Timothy Smith put the shit out there at the beginning of the year.
He got it, but he ain't got that. He ain't got that shit that he don't out there like that.
Okay,
so that's not a smart business decision, bro. That's too high a risk, bro. Just put money out there.
None of y'all guys are literally gonna legitimately say that hell yes, that fight will get over 600,000 pay-per-view buys. That bitch gonna do it'll do more than 600. That's speculation though, cousin. That's speculation though, my brother. That's speculation, Q. You know that. Come on, man.
It's a lot of speculation.
We don't know that's gonna do that. We don't know
that. At least 600.
Exactly.
And two.
I believe it will, but that's speculation. I don't know it will.
Bro, that's to get 50 million. Come on,
man. It's too high a risk, bro. It's too high a risk.
Bro,
the risk is too high.
Come out here and just say hell yeah to do that. Then I don't want to hear nothing about them niggas shouldn't have took that 25, bro. Cause that 25 is there whether they get that shit or not.
Everything gonna come out sooner than later, though. All the facts and all that shit I'm telling y'all, bro. If the fight get made or not, all this shit is gonna come out eventually, bro. Like all this shit we doing now with what we think or why the fight didn't. I'm telling you, it's all going. Scotty, you in the business, you in media. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm just in YTC. Okay, that's cool because I am. You know what I mean? Just on YouTube talking some boxing. Like shit, I ain't mad at you. But listen though, all this shit's gonna come out, Scotty, and when it do. I'm gonna be a man if I was, but I'm telling you, it's gonna come out, bro. We gonna realize why this fight didn't happen.
Why would it come out if this fight don't happen?
It always happens that way.
Well, why would it come out if it fight don't happen? Why should it come out?
Man, listen, it always.
Nobody don't want to talk about what could have happened.
It
what
always
happened.
Man, it always do, man.
No,
hey,
don't.
listen,
Not
listen, Roy Jones and B Hop had their rematch 17 years down the line.
That's an extreme
17 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Bro. Anything can happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna come out.
Once again, IB, you say they had their rematch, right? We're not talking about rematches. We're talking about the first shot.
I know. I'm just saying.
Talking about the first shot.
I'm just like, anything. I'm telling you, this shit is gonna come out, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, and it's gonna be from Terrence Crawford mouth exposing their ass, bro, which he already let people know the truth. If motherfuckers don't want to believe it, bro, Errol Spence already tried to come out and he ain't do nothing but agree with everything Terrence Crawford said. So we know that nigga not lying, bro. Like, so
now we been knew they both wanted to fight. I been already knew Bud wanted to fight Spence and Spence wanted to fight Spence. All I'm saying is the money is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Too much money it's like we can't throw all this money out here for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? We know you deserve it, you worth it and shit like that. But realistically speaking, looking at the numbers, you gotta take something less than that, baby. Come on, man. We can't do that.
I want to make that fight.
We still gotta look out for our fighters' best interest too. He want the same shit you want. Bro, you can't get both y'all that shit.
That's what they was doing. They was looking out of the interest of Earl, not of Bud. Bud negotiating on his own shit. So he doing his own shit is cool. Earl is protected on his end. That nigga don't even know what the fuck going on. That nigga in Disney World, nigga. That nigga doing some shit over there, bro.
Y'all keep talking about this Disney World shit. He can't go to Disney World, man. Bro, so Spence can't go to Disney World, man. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Spence can't go to Disney World, man.
Not when he's supposed to be in training camp, IB. He's supposed to have his ass in the gym, bro.
Scotty crazy. Bro, you crazy, OG.
Bro, this nigga.
He a military dude. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
bro,
work.
Scotty is crazy, bro.
Sleep, nigga. 4 o'clock.
Bro, be
4
real.
o'clock, woke up by 6.
I'm pretty much saying this, bro. This nigga ain't doing shit. He on autopilot, bro. He ain't handling nothing that got shit to do with his shit. Like, none of that shit. They sending him text messages to put on Twitter, bro. He don't know what the fuck going on, bro. That nigga inebriated with his fucking girl half the time, my nigga. He drunk, high. My nigga out here on motherfucking fentanyl and shit. I don't know what the fuck up with Earl, bro. Like, be real, bro. That nigga not... whatever. They get the call, he gonna get in the gym, bro. Other than that, that nigga doing whatever the fuck he doing. And it ain't got shit to do with boxing. But he trying to get this motherfucking fight, bro. And at the end of the day, the people that's handling the business, they ain't trying to get it done. Why the fuck Al gonna go out there in a fight where this nigga pretty much gonna lose, bro? They not really looking at it like he can win this fight, where he could say, fuck it. I'm gonna give Thurman what I promised his ass, get 20% from him, and get 20% from the nigga he gonna fight. I'm gonna walk away with 40 regardless, nigga. He don't give a fuck about that Bud fight happening right here, right now, bro. They just don't, bro. They don't. Just like people like to talk about Bob Arum shitting on Bud, bro. Tim came out and shitted on that nigga too. And he just tried to do it in a different manner, bro. But he shit on that nigga just like that. And motherfucker get mad at, and motherfucker don't get mad at him. Bro, man. Them niggas ain't got the money. Respectfully, fuck yo, zero guarantee having ass niggas. Get the fuck on and come back to me when you got some purse, nigga. Quit disrespecting me, man. I was a fucking champion, defended my belts hella times before your nigga even sniffed at a belt when he went across that fucking pond. Dude, been a motherfucking champion, been defended his belts fucking 6-7 times. The nigga, motherfucking Earl Spence was a T-Bud fan before he even had a fucking belt. Point blank, period. Like, niggas got to get that shit through their fucking mind, bro. This nigga been doing this shit on the highest level way before Earl was doing that shit on the highest level, bro. Facts. The nigga just got his fucking title and we waiting for him to undispute. Quit playing, bro. It didn't take none of these other guys that's undisputed that long to go undisputed. It didn't take Terrence Crawford 5 years. It didn't take fucking Usyk 5 years. It didn't take Josh Taylor 5 years. It didn't take Jermell Charlo 5 years. None of them niggas that long to become undisputed. This the only nigga it take this fucking long, and he still ain't trying to do it, or his people. Like, man, ain't nobody about to baby that nigga. Get in the ring and get knocked the fuck out. I'm playing, man. Spark my weed up on his ass.
You said knocked out. You think you gonna get knocked out in there, kid?
Oh, we know for sure he's
We
getting
already
knocked the
got 50.
fuck
We
out,
already
IB.
got 50. We
We
already
know
got
for
50
sure he's
P's,
getting knocked
Look
the
at
fuck
this.
out,
Look at
We
IB.
already got the 50 P.
IB, who IB? He's getting knocked the fuck out, IB.
Hey,
He's getting knocked the fuck out.
hey, World Combat, listen
Hey,
to this.
Scotty.
Hey, World Combat, listen to
Hey,
this.
Scotty, on my kids, Scotty, I'll put 1,000 to your 500. He don't get knocked out. But I already got 250 with Shelton on that get back from the 250 I got off OG Shelton. And then I got 50 with you too, Q. And I got 100 with my other uncle because Scotty said, oh, you already got no money on it. I've been had money on this shit 4 years ago.
Hey,
But you gotta understand, we bet it before, IB.
If he's so confident, Scotty, on my kids, I got 1,000 to your
look.
500, and you'll get it less than 2 minutes after the fight happens.
No, check this out. I know you
the
good.
knockout happens.
I know you do. I know you good because we
Yeah,
bet it
for
before.
sure. Yeah, for
But
sure.
the only
For
thing,
sure.
yeah, we
yeah.
bet
If
it
you
before.
that confident though, yeah.
We
yeah,
bet
if
it
you that
before. I am
confident,
that confident, but I gotta
2 to
wait till
1
the fight
again,
happens.
like our last
I'm
bet.
not- I'm not putting any
I
more
gave you 2 to
phantom
1 on our last
bets
bet,
out there,
didn't I?
dog.
Didn't I though? I gave you
You
2 to 1
did.
on our
You
last
did.
bet.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You did.
and I give you 2 to 1
You
again.
did.
And I'm
Right,
I'll
but
pay
look.
you if I lose.
Hey,
I know
IB,
you will. I know you will. But that has nothing to do with the conversation. I'm just saying the fight need to happen, though, IB.
hey,
And
The
I
fight
want
need
it
to
to
happen,
happen.
dog.
What I tell you,
And I don't
I
believe
need
it's
this
gonna
fight
happen.
to happen, bro. I need
I
it
don't
to
believe
happen.
it's gonna
So
happen,
all
bro.
my brothers, so I can take all my brothers' money. I need it to happen, bro. And I might give some of that shit back just to say I told you so. Go get some dinner on IB
back to
type
the
shit, bro.
conversation. Hey, back to the conversation, IB.
All
That
right,
sounds good,
Go
IB.
ahead,
That
Q.
sounds
Go ahead, Q.
I mean, my bad, IB. You asked me what make me think Crawford would knock him out. I'm gonna tell you this. Me and you, we watched that motherfucking Ugas and Earl fight together. That's why.
Yeah, but
That's why.
Okay. So what round did you see something in, and what scenario played out for you to think Bud is going to knock Errol Spence out?
AIB, that same round when you got on and you said, "Hey, you see what I'm seeing?" You was watching the that same time.
Now you trying to switch the shit. Q, you crazy, bro. This nigga trying. Man, I can't fuck with no content creators, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all do too much studying for me, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all trying to set me up. Y'all crazy.
Y'all hear IB? That's
Y'all
what
crazy.
Hey,
You know what was like? What was it like 4, 5, 6? It was one of them rounds.
Okay.
It was like 4, 5, 6 or some shit like that. Like 4 or 6.
Who got some beating up on that nigga in 4, 5, and 6? Like,
I know exactly what you talking about. You crazy.
So yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's why Bud gonna knock him out.
Yeah, nah, but everybody else said, "Oh, he gonna hit him with some shit he don't see coming," and he gonna like everybody saying that type of shit. Like Ugas was holding his own for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, till he got broke down. But that's why he got broke down, because Spence knew he was getting to him. You feel me? So he had no choice but to just bulldoze him. That's all he did. And I told you this. What I tell you, Q? I wasn't impressed with Spence in that Ugas fight at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
at
least you honest. At least you honest about it.
Man, I kept it real, Scotty. I told Q. I wasn't impressed with that shit, bro.
He didn't look impressive in that fight, but everybody else believed the only thing they was looking at was his right eye.
I wasn't impressed with that fight from Spence. I told Q.
Yeah, IB kept it real on that. We watched that shit together, and we was like, nah, that like for real, like nah, that he not. That's why I think Bud gonna demolish him. Like facts. Like nah.
And let me get a couple of these damn. Neezy said, "Who is the businessman?" W says, "Bro, I need that guy to be my financial advisor." Donald Bell said, "If Bud accepted the 35-65 split, why keep saying it was about the money? They didn't want the Bud fight this year. Floyd kept telling us it wouldn't happen this year, and you know what? He absolutely right." Because Floyd did put it out there, but they just ignored what the fuck Floyd said, dog. I'm just saying they kept ignoring. Floyd said, "Don't put that shit out there. That ain't true." He kept putting it out there, but nobody mentioned it. I don't even mention it. Teron said Errol don't want the fight. Y'all want to respond to those?
Speculation, man. It's all speculation at this point, bro. That's all it is speculation. I want to see some true facts.
This
on
nigga
why-
sound like a lawyer.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because everybody's saying this, everybody's saying that. All I know is, you know what I mean? Bud Crawford went to BLK Prime, took $10 million to fight Avanesian, and he didn't take whatever they was offering on the table over there at PBC for whatever reason, knowing damn well this was supposed to be for undisputed. If you that confident in winning, they didn't shortchange you because you was gonna get the highest payday you ever got in your career. We all know that.
But what was the final
So why did you
revision that
turn
they
your
sent
back on?
back
Why
to
did you
Bud?
turn your
IB?
back on this legacy? He turned his back on
you ain't
legacy
getting,
for
you
money.
ain't getting
He
away
turned
with
his
this
back
damn
on legacy for
this
money, Scotty.
agitprop
That's what
that you
happened.
bringing over here. You
He
just
turned
running
his
with
back
the
on
narratives
legacy
that
for
you
money, man.
No, not at all. He didn't turn his back on shit.
He turned his back on legacy for money,
shit,
man.
dog. What he did turn his back on was the bullshit because they sent him that revision and the fight was going to be in 2023, dog.
So y'all think they offered him some disrespectful shit? Y'all think some
They
disrespectful
offered
shit
him a
was
whole
in
nother
that
year,
contract?
bro. They
You said
offered him a whole nother year.
So they was trying to keep him in a contract with another fight over at Showtime, over at PBC?
They was trying to keep him. They sent him a revision that the fight was going to be in 2023.
Because if anything, I thought it was going to be a rematch.
Who?
With Earl and Bud. I didn't.
No, that had went away. Before they had a rematch in there only in favor of Errol Spence. They never on no contract shit. It was just term sheet. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I need to call the OG up, man. I need to call the OG up while we got some sensible people on the panel, dog. You know, and
now I'm trying to get to the bottom of this shit too. I'm like, what? Come on, man. I'm trying to come on 10 million.
Look,
you know,
the OG told me early in the year, man, this shit
me
wasn't
though,
gonna happen.
Scotty. Yeah, call your OG, but answer me this though. You don't think Bud was gonna get more than 10 million in this Spence fight, bro? For legacy, undisputed, two-time undisputed. Come on, man. He left hella money on the table. He was gonna get probably double that, for real.
Look, we're talking about.
And if it do 600,000 like Q say, that back end was gonna go crazy.
Look, IB, you said yourself that Bud don't sell, right? You say Bud don't sell, right? You say Bud don't sell.
Nah, we know Bud don't sell, man.
No, check this out. Okay, if he don't sell, okay, we get that clear. We got that clarified. He don't sell. So when it comes to you asking me, is Bud gonna make 10 mil off this fight? The man's taking 35% off the net, off the back end, right? So therefore, if he don't sales, I can't sit up here and tell you that he's gonna make more than this or more than that. I don't know if they're gonna fully promote it the right way. I don't know if what's gonna happen. Are they gonna give this man transparency? Supposedly they agreed to everything. They're gonna give him transparency. They're gonna let him look at the book. They're gonna accept proven expenses. They weren't gonna let him improve no expenses. But supposedly he's gonna take a look at the all the damn books, the expenses, and all that shit. But they just wasn't gonna let him approve it. So in one sense, if you're talking about he ain't a ticket seller, then how am I to come over here and tell you that I think he's gonna make over this amount? I don't know what both fighters are gonna do. I need to see how much they're gonna promote this fight. I don't know how much they're gonna put in to promote this fight. I don't know the budget. I don't know that shit, bro. Let me get this super chat. Jamal Neezy on deck with the $10 super chat. Salute to you, brother. The round. First thought, Bud could beat Spence. Let me see. Bud could beat Spence. Was when EJ first started his career. D-level fighter compared to the boogeyman Crawford. So pretty much he said, first thought Bud could beat Spence was when EJ first started his career. D-level fighter compared to the boogeyman Crawford. Appreciate Jamal Neezy for the dang $10 super chat. Appreciate you. Buckle up, boxing talk. Salute to you, brother. That's why we seen Errol say post the draft. That's why we knew it wasn't a contract. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like he said, it wasn't a contract. We know two tweets, which I have already on here. 2 tweets pretty much said, if he think I'm lying, post the draft. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. He put it out there. This was one of them right here. You know what I'm saying? He said post the draft. If I'm not telling the truth, tell him to post the draft. And then he came up and he posted this shit. Both of these are from Spence. The draft. They ain't saying no contract shit. That's the draft.
Hey, let me say something real quick. Teron Harris, whoever in the chat, I don't know you, brother. Much respect. I don't really give a fuck either. I be a casual, okay, but come on, man. Your profile picture is you with your shirt off, buff as hell, like you just got out the joint, posting in front of an all-white 2003 Chrysler Sebring. Come on, man. Play up, buddy. You lose 2.5 player points for that. -2.5 for you. He buff as hell in front of an all-white Chrysler Sebring, like you just did 8 years in a joint. Come on, man. You got to come correct when you coming to me, baby. This IB you talking to, man.
Hey, man, I ain't stopping nobody from the holiday smoke session. Hey, Jerron, if you want to go ahead and defend yourself, bro, this is the perfect time to do it because I don't do panels all the time.
Just click the link, man. Click the link, man. He probably gonna click this motherfucker. Come on, this bitch doing push-ups and shit, man. He's still in the routine.
Yes.
Click the link, man. But yeah, I mean, I can be a casual to you, man. That's cool, man. I mean, I really don't give a fuck, man. I love boxing. You call me a casual, you call. Yeah,
but he did make a solid point though.
I
IB,
look, casual fuck your bitch too, man.
Hey, IB,
casual as possible.
He gotta address. Hey, IB, you gotta address the question though. He said, when did Errol Spence make $6 million? He ain't never made no $6 million guarantee, dog.
Nah, his guarantees don't. Nah, listen. Like their guarantees don't be that. Their guarantees don't be that big over there. Even Tank. But
I know, they get the back end
they
money.
sell so good. Yeah, it's the back end money. Even Jamel and Jamal, it's that back end. That's where they really get the millions. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. You can't take a high risk even on your own fighters. Al smart. He know what's going on. They set the shit up good. They don't give too much on the guaranteed. That's why they lost money over at Top Rank with Bud. They was giving too much. They was giving the nigga too much money guaranteed. That the nigga turn around and sell a goddamn fish stick dinner at motherfucking Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that.
Didn't they just guarantee like, you know what I mean? Wilder like 20 M's to fight Hellenius? That shit ain't even.
Nah, that fight shouldn't even have been on pay-per-view, bro.
I mean, so what we talking?
Let me get Buckle Up in here. What's going on, Buckle Up?
WC, what's going on, World Combat?
I'm good, bro. Yourself?
I'm good, man. I was just chiming in, listening to y'all, and I thought I would step in here real quick just to drop something for Crawford, man. Look, Crawford been getting guarantees since he turned professional. I mean, and anyway, somebody was just saying something about far as the money boxers been making. Boxers been getting guaranteed since way back in the day. This shit ain't start with our generation. This shit been going back. Boxers been getting a certain amount of money when they go in the ring. So just because Al Heyman trying to implicate this new system, whatever he doing over there, evidently everybody not agreeing with it because Kid Austin ain't want to sign over there just now. That's why he went to Golden Boy, and Richard Hitchison just left Mayweather Promotion. So you gotta look at everything that's going on. It's always a lot of games. It's always some kind of games that they be playing in the money. And when you talking no guarantee for Crawford and Spence, I don't care what Crawford been doing in pay-per-view. I don't care if Crawford pay-per-view's only been 150,000 when he did fight on pay-per-view. He been fighting on ESPN. People know Crawford. You know, everybody know whether you with Spence or whether you with Crawford. Everybody know when Crawford and Spence come together, that's gonna be like a historic event. When they fight, that shit gonna do at least that. When we be talking 500K pay-per-view buys on the pay-per-view side, 500K pay-per-view buys is gonna be the small number. That's gonna be a bad turnout if they do 500K pay-per-view buys at the least. That's going to be a bad turnout. Crawford and Spence going 1 million pay-per-view buys because the fight is it's that big of a fight right now. Nobody can deny that. Neither a Crawford fan or a Spence fan can't deny how much us as fans want to see them together. None of us can deny that. So how it's not a big fight? Who gives a fuck what Crawford did before? And as far as in numbers, and Spence ain't done 500K pay-per-view buys or better with nobody. So it just all makes sense for them to get together and get this money. The guarantee wasn't on the table. That they couldn't get 20 mil a piece. What? You can't get 20 mil a piece for a historic fight like this where y'all know y'all gonna get y'all money? If I'm putting the money up, if I got money like Al Heyman or Bob Earl or anybody supposed to have money, how they supposed to have money, sure y'all can get 20 mil a piece. I'm gonna get them niggas 20 mil a piece, and then I'm taking everything in the venue, all the venue is mine in the pay-per-view. We gonna work all that out as far as whoever management work that out with business as far as when everything done. Crawford and Spence can go about their motherfucking way. Easy. Easy 20 mil, 25 mil piece.
No. I would love them both to get 20 mil. Crawford got to take the short end of the stick in this. Just like you said, I want them to get the most they can get regardless. But looking at it from the perspective of this is PBC. This is that they gonna broadcast the fight. They gonna show this motherfucker at the end of the day. We know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck about, like you said, no guarantee. I agree with you on that. Like I've been said, they got to give guarantee regardless. And this is what Crawford been, you know what I mean? Like that's disrespectful. No guarantee. That's disrespectful to Bud. Period. That's disrespectful as fuck. But listen, man, Errol, if anybody was getting 20, it'd be Errol. But that nigga, that
so
nigga
how much
Bud
would
could
you
have still
give?
got 12.
Let's
That
say,
nigga
man,
Bud
you
could have
was worth.
still got
Let me
12
ask you something.
guaranteed. He still could have got
Let's say
12 guaranteed. Then 50 would be up. 50 could be up. Errol Spence could get 20, 18, but and then 10, 12 for Bud. You know what I mean? Like that ain't. Is
hold
that
up. You saying 10,
would you
12.
miss out on
So
that?
right now, if you was working that out between me, you were saying you would think that I would feel if I'm in Bud's situation, you in Spence situation, you think I'm gonna feel good about you saying what you just now said? And I know the kind of money that I know like the kind of money is still a problem. You see what I'm saying? You kind of still putting yourself in a problem. Like it's like what you
I'm
plan
not
to
saying Bud don't deserve it. His accolades
yeah.
prove he deserve it. But business wise is all I'm saying. Just look at it from a business perspective. Like, should we really give this guy, as talented as he is, ain't really selling much, free agent coming over here to fight our champion that's selling better than this guy? You know what I'm saying? You just break it down and really, logically break it down though, and
Well, check this
understand
out. I'll
who
let you break
should.
me down right there. If I'm in Bud position right there, I feel like I kind of let you break me down, and you kind of like pissed on me a little bit, but you didn't. You kind of like
Now
it
I
wasn't
ain't
a
trying to
full
piss on
piss.
you, brother, at all.
But
I'm just
it's
saying
like
look at it
because
from a
let me tell
business
you why.
perspective.
Because
Though.
first and foremost, you never giving me you're not respecting me as a 3 division champion. You're not respecting my undisputed. Real talk. I'm just being real talk because it's getting slipped by too much. You don't respect it. Nobody respecting it, and I respect it, and a lot of other people respect it. I feel how he feel. It's not going down like that. No, maybe 15. Maybe 15 would have done it. I'm telling you, if I was in his position and how I feel maybe 15 might have got me. But 10 and 12, no. That's why I took the 10 for the motherfucker Yoga Ray fight now. Fuck it. Go ahead and take 10 for that. That's a good 10 he just took. That's a good 10 he took. He got 6 for Sean Porter. So you go from 6 to 10. You definitely don't go from 6 back to the shit that the dummy guy, the dummy channel BFTB talking about. Take the 3 fights for 15 mil or 3 fights for 14, 15 mil, whatever he talking about. No, he don't want that. No, he don't want 3 fights for 4.5 mil a piece. He just got 6 for Sean Porter. So yeah, 6 to 10, that's moving on up. That's all I'm saying.
Damn, them boys coming over here on fire, bro, for real. Y'all making some damn good points. Hey, Joan, and shout out to D Jones who came on earlier. You know what I'm saying? That's some very solid points for real. Why should he take a multi-fight deal and make less than he was getting for guarantee? That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah,
man.
I never heard nothing about no multi-fight deal though, Scotty. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? I never heard about, you know what I mean, a multi-fight deal with PBC. I thought he was just gonna sign a, one fight deal, get this shit done, and then maybe a rematch. but they didn't put that in the contract like you said. So I don't know.
As
Bro,
smart as
check this out.
As
I know I
smart as
bought
Al
that.
Heyman is, as
I know
smart
I
as Al
bought that.
Heyman is,
Go ahead. All right, bro. Go ahead.
yeah, as smart as Al Heyman is, you know he want to do business. You know he want to lock Crawford in for more than a one fight deal, just like he attempted to do with Canelo Alvarez, bro. He wanted more than a one fight deal. Now, 3-fight deal was, like a rumor that was going around. That's a little extreme. That's a little extreme. But a 2-fight deal, on PBC for the name Bud Crawford, yeah, he would like to lock him in with that. But that ain't smart. He's not going to take care of a stepchild like he take care of his own. That's just the way it is. Errol Spence is his fighter. So he's definitely going to take care of Spence before Crawford. That's period.
And as far as Crawford going over there, it's something that it's what Crawford hearing. People talking to Crawford. You got to realize he got family. He got people close to him, and it's people be in his ear. Everybody don't like what's going on over the PBC. It's just a lot of strange shit that been going on over the years over there. A lot of people motherfuckers didn't even know Luis Ortiz, and this video still out for that shit. Eddie Hearn and them offered Luis Ortiz like 7 or 8 million to fight Anthony Joshua before he fought motherfucking Wilder. But they saved. They ain't even tell Luis Ortiz about that shit. They just turned that shit down because they were saving Luis Ortiz for Wilder. They be doing strange ass shit over there. And that man that was only been making 700,000, 900, 800,000, $1 million a fight, shit like that, and he had a chance to make that kind of money. I don't know what it is about them over there about them not wanting to see fighters get money like they really supposed to be getting. I don't know what it is about that.
Hey, listen what Jones said. Jones said they must be paying them boys and Hennessy over there on Showtime. Whole roster need a breathalyzer. The whole entire roster. Damn. They say that's not true. It was an Ortiz manager. Hey, the link is in there, man. The link is down there. Look, the one thing about this, like we course on the outside, but I'm trying to get in contact with the OG man, see if he got time today. Give y'all some real fact about what really went down and why the fight's not happening. Everything he pretty much told me about this fight has pretty much been on the mark. It's been on the mark. He told me before the Yadina Zukas and Errol Spence fight, this shit ain't happening. He said it's not happening. And he told me why it wasn't happening. So
you talking about
record with that shit. Now I'm talking about my peoples. My peoples over here.
Scotty, do you know what Bud asked for guaranteed for this fight?
What did he ask for?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know what he asked for guaranteed for this fight?
To be honest with you, no, I don't ask for. I don't know, but from what I heard initially, 25 million was floating around.
So what was his highest guarantee over at Top Rank?
No, his initial offer, he was trying to get 20. He did come in trying to get 20.
He was trying to get 20. Okay. We got 20. That's what I thought. 20. What was his highest guarantee with Top Rank?
Like 6 million, right?
The highest was 6. That what he got when he fought.
Okay, 6. And he gave Amir Khan more on the guarantee side, just because he knew he was gonna win and shit like that. He gave him the thicker end of the split. We all knew he was gonna win that fight. I mean, it's a pain, but he still won the fight though, right? So coming from 6 million to 20 million, I understand this fight is big and Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, we've been asking for it for years. But let's be real, fellas, and he's still a free agent going over to Showtime. Is that a smart decision to give Bud Crawford 20 million, knowing damn well you're gonna have to give your fighter at least 30 million?
25. Trying to give him 25.
25. Like, come on.
You know what? That's why I said
this fight ain't that big now. Come on, man. Let's just be real all across the board. It's all about the money. Go ahead, brother.
You see how you talking about it right now? That's why I said they could have, just like we doing right now. Why couldn't they been matching it out and said, look, see what he say about 15. I'm telling you, somebody should have said something about 15. Somewhere between like 15 to 18. Should have just did that.
15 is still, I say 10 to 12. I say 10 to 12. 10 to 12 It's all we can do for you, brother. And then you can get some back end though. But you can get some back end though. You
On
can
the
get some
paper.
back end. You can get some back end though. And then that'll equal out to your 15, B. That'll equal out. You might get more than that, depending on how the fight do. But we can't guarantee you no 20 million, B. You feel me? Come on, 20 million. What do we have to give Arrow if you want 20 million? How we give you 20 million?
But I just said
what we gonna
15.
have to give Arrow though, my brother?
I just said 15. You wouldn't move to 15? You can't
Hold
move
up.
to 15?
So if we give Bud 15 guaranteed, what would we have to give Errol Spence?
What would you give him? You said first you're going to give him 30 if you got to give
what would you
him
give
20.
him? What would you give him,
have to get a nigga at least 25.
All right,
Wow.
so you said 30 at first, so now you saving 5. You only got to give him a 25 now.
Okay, so then it's no back end then for Bud.
Fuck it then. We don't need no back end. I'm
Y'all
pretty
want
sure Bob would have said that too.
Y'all crazy.
Man, IB, you doing too much. IB, you going
you acting like you acting like you the
Bud was trying to retire at 32. The nigga still boxing at 36.
So you trying to say guaranteed money
Man,
ain't it? Guaranteed money is it.
Hey,
Guaranteed money is it, bro.
But y'all crazy. Like,
Guaranteed money is it, dog.
Man, this
guaranteed money is that good money.
Man, that nigga wanted 20 guarantees, Scotty.
So
20
if he don't bet on himself, he's supposed to leave it up to IB to bet on him.
Don't even show that much, bro.
Look, he's supposed to leave it up to you to bet on him. If he don't bet on himself, who he gonna leave it up to?
So give Bud 20 and give Spence what, 10?
But look,
that's
unreasonable, dog.
No, that's
how
not
much you think this fight gonna make?
Look, Spence can get a lower guaranteed money and get the most on the back end. You just said they love getting back end money.
Man, they can do that too. There you go. That's a good idea.
Fighters, though. That same scenario, Scotty, is gonna happen with both fighters. We're gonna give y'all a shorter back end.
You can't just smooth over what I just told you, IB.
And then, man, $20 $20 million guaranteed.
Hold up, IB.
Come on,
Hold up, IB.
Million.
Look, IB, you're not just looking at the principle of it, right? I know you dead set on the way you think. I understand. But if you give Bud 20 million, and let's just say you give Errol Spence 15 million, right? But yet he's getting a higher percentage on the back end. Ultimately, he's gonna come out making more money than Bud did if he don't get anything on the back end, bro. He's gonna come out making more money.
Man, they're not even giving Spence 20 million on guaranteed. You hear what I'm saying? That's
bro.
The thing.
Who cares? I'm just giving
they're
you a
not
scenario,
even giving their
dog.
Fighter 20 million. Like Spence, you're not getting
this
20
is why
million guaranteed,
This is why
bro.
I don't talk numbers. This is why I don't talk numbers, because if you're gonna talk numbers, you need to be able to be open-minded about talking numbers.
You gotta be open-minded.
If Crawford gets a higher guarantee but no back end, but yet Spence gets a lower guarantee with a higher back end, ultimately Spence potentially is going to make more money off the pay-per-view and everything else on the back end, dog.
Now, I understand where y'all coming from, bro, and I didn't even want to go down this road because I'm not the numbers guy. I'm not the pocket peeper. A lot of people call it pocket watching. I call it pocket peeping. I don't want to do all that pocket peeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want every fighter to make the most they can make, but being realistic is what we have to consider when we debate these numbers, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, being realistic. Y'all
you
don't
are
have the
talking
same
$100 pay-per-view fight, man. You talking $100 pay-per-view?
But $20 million guaranteed, B.
Okay.
What's your real name, B? What's your real name, B?
Buckle Up Boxing Talk.
Okay, Buckle Up Boxing. Okay, brother, Buckle Up Boxing. $20 million guaranteed for Crawford. You think Spence? They'll give Spence $20 million too. That's $40 million right there, guaranteed money.
That back. You gonna get that back in profit.
How do we know though? How do we know? Buckle Up. How do we know?
You don't look at that. You don't see that. Look at that venue right now without it even starting. You don't see that venue right now.
The venue is shit like that. Hey, that's not shit. They looking at this guaranteed money they got going out. Fuck the venue.
Okay, so we at the venue. You can't say fuck the venue because that's part of the money that they getting. This
nah,
part
you're right.
Of the money
The gate and all that shit. The gate and all that shit. I understand for sure. What I'm talking about. But this fight is about to be on pay-per-view. That's where that real bag coming in.
Now add the pay-per-view to it and add $100 a pop, and they go and add them. Don't even say $1 million. Then let's just say 700,000 pay-per-view buys.
Okay, 700,000.
Numbers on that.
Oh my! You said 700,000. Okay,
I just say 700. I ain't even put it to $1 million. I ain't even
Nah,
put
you're
it this
right.
way. Just
That's
put it
money
to
right there. That's
700,000.
money. Nah, that's money right there. 700,000 at $100. Come on, what's that right there?
Oh man, that's some serious bread right there. I'm too
Yeah,
motherfucking
some serious bread, right? Like 70 million, right?
That's around in that area, right around
Yeah,
there.
right.
Yeah, that's somewhere in that
So
area.
If
they
you can do
make their money back,
do
right?
some shit like that, and you know you can do some shit like that,
And that's
then maybe you might
a
throw that
World
bread out
Combat.
there.
We
You
just
feel what I'm
talking about
saying?
the pay per view. That was just the pay
Correct.
per view that we just were
Correct.
talking about. We ain't even talk
Correct.
about that. Wasn't the gate included?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
correct.
know. That's some serious bread. That's some serious, but you still got to look at the risk factor of that. 700,000 pay-per-views.
Bro,
What
but
fighter?
everything is a risk, though.
The last
Everything's
fighter
a
I know
risk.
that done the most pay-per-view buys recently, bro, is a YouTube boxer named Jake Paul. 1.3
Bro, we
million.
don't know. We don't know if that's
1.3
all
million.
true. We
Jake
don't know if that's all
Paul.
true. We
Come
don't know
on,
if that's
bro.
all true. We
There's
don't
Jake
know if
Paul.
that's all true,
Jake
bro.
Paul.
Shout out to the
Canelo.
Mac Mob on
That's
deck.
the last
Shout out
motherfucker
the
that
Mac
done.
Mob on
Hey, that's
deck,
the last
bro.
motherfucker that done over $1 million is Jake Paul.
Hey, IB, when you hear people giving you insight, like you giving us insight, we giving you insight, it just seems like you come up with a whole nother layer to discredit what you just got.
Man, I'm not trying to do that though.
Like
I'm trying
that's
to
a
break it down realistically.
that's a death by 1,000 excuses, bro.
Man, 700,000 pay-per-view buys, bro. This okay? I know this
But
gonna do
look,
700 and better.
I know the numbers are
We
large,
know
right?
for a fact
We
it's
haven't
gonna do
really
700.
we look. Nobody on this panel been a part of numbers like that. But when you having a conversation, a dialogue about the hypotheticals, what if? I mean, look, he just gave you a perfect example on how the money can be made back, and then the little money he's talking about.
He did.
Look, hold up, IB.
He did.
Let me get it off. Hold up, IB. So if you're talking about the 20 and the 15 million, they're gonna make a whole lot more on the back end. They ain't gonna be worried about the guarantee, bro.
Man, if they
They're
do
not gonna be worried about it.
700,000, that's great money. If they do 700,000 buys, that's
No,
great
that was
money.
just an
Hey,
example.
what I want you
That
to
was
do,
just
go
an
look at
example,
then you know
bro.
you made a
Go
good
look at the
investment.
list. Listen, go look at the list when you get a chance later on, or you just chilling. Look at the list of like pay per view fights that
I
did a
do it.
million pay per view
I do
buys
it
or
after.
better,
I
right?
do that. But I know this. The
And
top
look, you're
five
gonna see
pay-per-view
you're gonna
fights.
see
I
Canelo and
know
Triple
Floyd on
G,
3 of
all
them
that.
bitches. The top five. I know that shit already. Matter of fact, the top
It's a
5
lot.
most selling pay-per-views. Floyd on 3 of them bitches.
Well, Floyd them did 4 million. Floyd and Manny did 4.5 million. There's some extraminous fucking type of numbers. I'm just talking about.
Floyd versus Manny, Floyd McGregor, Floyd De La Hoya. Then the rest is some other shit.
Yeah, they did big. They did like 3, 4, 5 million, shit like that. But when you do $1 million, that's good. Canelo and Triple G did 1.5. If you
Yeah,
did like that, that's
that's right
because
there. Back like 6, like 6. That's right there too. But
you
I
see
know
what I'm
out
saying.
of the top 5 highest selling pay-per-views in history, Floyd on 3 of them motherfuckers, and we know who they was against. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
Look,
got
Floyd don't have anything to do with this particular conversation, because for one,
That's what
Floyd
I'm
was a
saying.
whole different seller. Floyd was a whole different seller when it came to, him being able to then bring the butts to the seats. We're talking about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. We're talking about scenarios that can potentially get a high guarantee, and then what it can potentially gross for Errol Spence on the back end after he paid Al Heyman. I'm just saying, dog. He got to pay Al Heyman, dog.
I don't even think Al Heyman would feel comfortable with giving Errol Spence $20 billion, let alone Bud a free agent.
How?
You know what I'm saying? Though that's what I'm saying.
So
though.
now
I
you
see
make
why
a
y'all
good
say
Stay in
point.
the
the money's
business
not
for it.
there,
You make a
because the
good
money
point.
is there. It's just like it's the risk, bro. It's the
You make
risk.
a good
Like,
point.
you gotta,
So
come
he
on,
don't
we gotta
have
make
faith.
money, not lose money though. Just to put
So
on a fight.
it's
Come
all
on,
a
Scotty.
risk. It's
Are you
all
a
a risk.
businessman, Scotty?
It's
Do you
all a
make
risk,
money or
bro.
do you lose money,
No,
Scotty?
don't make light of
Everything that
something
you do,
that you're not a
are
part
you trying
of
to make
yourself.
a dollar or are you trying to lose a
Look,
dollar?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a businessman when it comes to the boxing aspect, right? Neither are
So
you.
we need
So
to
we
get
in the
on that, man.
same.
We need to
look,
get
we in
on
the
that,
same
man,
boat. No,
Scotty.
we don't. No, we don't. I'm peace.
Pick up
I'm
a
at
couple
peace where I'm
bucks.
at right now. I ain't need to deal with this boxing bullshit, the grimy part. I ain't trying to lose no money like that. Hell no. I'm just
Hey,
trying
what
to.
you think they was thinking when they gave Manny Pacquiao 100 motherfucking million to go in there with Manny? How you think he
But
was feeling when they gave him that 100 million guaranteed to go in there with Manny?
Floyd?
Yeah, Floyd and Manny. They gave out a lot of
Hey,
million
but
guaranteed money.
listen. Once they seen
the numbers of Floyd, De La Hoya, and Manny already do. Man, they already knew what that motherfucker. But this is Floyd Mayweather we talking about. With
Okay. So what about Floyd Mayweather? What about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor?
Hey, that really was a no-brainer for real. They could have got more than that.
What about Floyd and Conor McGregor?
They could have got more than that.
What about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor? 0-0. He's 0-0 in the boxing ring.
Now that right there,
he got paid over 100 mil guaranteed.
That right there is spooky. But look though, it's
risk, right? It's risk, right?
Hey, listen, that fight right there, Scotty, was nothing but money. That was nothing but.
But listen, he's an 0-0 boxer, a two-weight champion in MMA.
That was nothing but.
IB, would you have picked that money out? IB, would you have been thinking and worrying about picking that kind of money out?
Nope. Hell no. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Buckle up. Nope.
Okay, so that's how in some fit as a manager, a person that coming in the game like that, like right now, if me and you was working together and we was in that corner, we be in that motherfucker arguing right now. And if you would think, I wouldn't think that shit gonna make the money. Like, we not doing what? What the fuck is you talking about? No, we get ready to get these motherfuckers this money and get this money. What is you talking about?
Yeah, for sure. Now, we definitely would have been arguing in that bitch for sure.
Yeah, what you mean, Earl and him not gonna do what? No, they gonna do that. No, we gonna put that up. Hey,
but I want them to do that. That's the thing. I want them to. I want these brothers to get the most money they can make, provide for them. I ain't never been on a. I'm just trying to look at it from a realistic. But that's it. I love Bud. I love Spence. I don't give a fuck about them that much. You know, them niggas don't know me, and I don't know them. They ain't putting out a slice of bread on my dinner table. You hear me? I just love boxing that much that I'm trying to break it down realistically and understand what's really going on. But I'm not in the media like that or in the business like that really, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But from what I see, it seems like it's a money problem. It seems like somebody's asking for too much money, buckle up. And the network is not willing to put up a number like that because it's too risky. You understand where I'm coming from, bro?
I understand where you're coming from. It's just, you know, it's sad that it's that's going on though, because that's what you come to the business for. You get into as a manager or whatever the positions that they play, like Bob Erm, Eddie Hearn, and motherfuckers. They got a lot of money. Evidently, they come to the game with a lot of money, and you know what to put the most money in and what to put the less money in. You should know what's good and what's not. That's the gamble you take. It's just like rolling the dice. That's the game that they playing. So in this situation, I'm rolling the dice. Fuck it. They want this. Let's give it to them. I think we gonna get it back and some. We probably get it back 3 times. So let's roll the dice on this one. This one will be big. There's no way it can't be big. So that's.
But if you do it that way, buckle up. The guarantee can't be no 20 million. It can't be. It can't. If you taking a gamble,
way I'm doing it. I'm waiting for everything on the back end. That's the only way I'm doing it.
The guarantee can't be that high if you take
the lowest that I would give them, the lowest I would do it is 15. IB, that's the lowest I would do is 15.
Yeah, like that shouldn't stop the fight. That shouldn't stop the fight. I mean, but damn, what you gonna give Earl then? If you give
20, 15, you can give Earl 20. Give him 15 and give Earl 20, no higher than 25.
Okay, so that's 35 right there. That's 35 right there. So how many pay-per-view buys would this have to just on the pay-per-view side? How many would that motherfucker have to sell just to be comfortable with making some profit?
I would trust in my heart
and giving each other their splits on the back end.
I would trust in my heart that they gonna do that 700 that man you said, but I would say if they did the least I would think they're gonna do is 5, but I would trust they would do the 7, but I would think that I would feel good about feeling like they're gonna do 1 million. I would feel good about them thinking they're gonna do 1 million, and I would say we're gonna get 1 million. But if we get 700, I'd be good. And then, like I said, the fight be $100 on pay-per-view. $100 a pop. Yeah, on pay-per-view. No
so you think more people will buy it at 100 than like $79.99?
No, fuck that $79.99. We doing it like
100. It gotta be 100 for you. It gotta be 100.
Because everybody want it. Yeah, they want it.
Hey, let Q cook. Go ahead, Q.
Y'all got me fucked up, nigga. I ain't paying no $100. See that half drunk ass nigga go out there and fight, man. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up, nigga. Y'all done
Hey, Q, happy Thanksgiving early, brother. I'm gonna tell you.
What it do, Q? What's up with you, Q?
Happy Thanksgiving, Q. I don't
Bruh,
got nothing to say, but hey, I'm gonna text you on
bruh, these
Thanksgiving, bro. Don't
nah,
talk to
bruh,
me.
these
Don't
niggas,
talk to me for the rest of the night,
nah,
Q.
be real, bro. These niggas old as shit, bro. And I'm saying that with like, bro, y'all don't put this shit on the back burner for like 4-5 years, bro. My nigga Bud 35, bro. You $100? Nah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna make motherfuckers pay that hunt done. We've been waiting so long. Now we finally got it.
No,
Hey, I'm
it's
not.
not.
Hey,
No,
shit,
it's not.
motherfuckers gonna pay that 100, bro. But
No, it's
it's
not.
not gonna be 700,000.
I mean, bro, it's not. I don't think it's 700,000 now, bro. They don't think it's 700,000 because if they felt it was that much, bro, they would give them a guarantee. For the simple fact that I heard Tom Brown come out and say what he said, disrespecting Bud, and then even to be realistic, bro, if you gonna give Bud shit 10 or whatever, 11. Bro, you not giving Earl no excess of more than 2 or to 3 million more than him, bro. That's realistic. Like, hell nah. You're not bringing too many more people other than this nigga, bro. The difference is maybe 70 to 100,000 people that know y'all. Like 100,000 more people might know this nigga Earl more. And bro, if we looking at where you from, bro, they should. But come on, man. You only fighting your fucking backyard, bro. And you're not fighting in your backyard against me. So
Correct.
cut that shit out. Like,
That's
come on,
true.
man. And hell no. That a lot of that shit a facade, bro. That shit smoking mirrors with that nigga Earl, bro. Just like World Combat said, bro. He just started with all this popularity shit. This new shit. You know, it's cool. He been able to make the money with Mikey Garcia, but bro, since the Mikey Garcia, all of his pay-per-views have progressively went lower.
And none of them was 500K or more.
Like, come on, man. That shit. Come on, man. That man. He okay. He get a million, a million and a half more than dude. Cool. Both of them should be getting in the 8 figures, respectfully. You know what I mean? And if we talking back end, okay, bro, they should be splitting whatever. I think the network gets 60 or whatever, bro. They gonna be splitting at 40, man. Anything over the guaranteed, y'all probably make double what y'all paid us. I give you that. Make double what you paid us, and then we start getting more money again.
Okay, so Q, how much would you give both fighters guaranteed for this fight? Spence and Bud. How much would you give them both guaranteed?
Yeah, shit.
2020? You gonna say 2020, huh?
Hell no. Bro, I'm not one of them people that go in thinking they gonna be selling these crazy amount of pay-per-views. Nah, man. I give both of them like 12 and a half.
So you give them both 12 and a half?
Hell yeah. 12 and a half.
On PBC's network.
So you give them 12 and a half with back end.
So you
yeah. Hell yeah.
So, okay. So what about the back end?
I do it like,
what about the back end split? The back end split.
Yeah, what the back end split gonna look like?
I do it like this. Both of them get 12 and a half going in. The back end, bro, okay. Bud already agreed to 65-35. Okay, so I give you that. Really, I say 60-40. But he agreed to 65-35. Give him that.
Right, so you will give him 65-35 on the back end with the pay-per-view money.
So if I got 25 mil guarantee going out, cool. Whoever put that money up, I'm gonna let y'all make that 25 back. So anything grossing, netting over 50 mil is getting split 65-35. Right. And I'm getting my 12 and a half, bro. I'm a goddamn barber, and I know that shit. Quit playing with me.
I can't argue with that because at the end of the day, both did. Like I never wanted 50-50 make the fight. I never not once said, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they didn't deserve 50-50 to make the fight. 50-50 shouldn't stop the fight. 50-50, okay, but listen though, you got to think though. This is Errol Spence's network that Bud Carver's coming over to fight for. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. The 12-5 for the guarantee for both of them. That's higher than both of them ever made guaranteed, especially Earl. I think the highest Earl ever made guaranteed was like like 5 or something like that.
Let me tell you why that last offer would have worked. Whoever bought up just now was talking about that last offer for the 12. That would Something like that would have ended up working for them. I'm gonna tell you why it would have worked, because Bud would have been like, all right, because he would have been like, all right, he getting 12 million too, so he would have been thinking like that. Fuck it, 12 million. Fuck it, I got 6 in the last for Sean Porter anyway. Fuck it, I take that. That's 6 million more. Fuck it,
And he
that's
getting
good.
some back end.
And he
35 is
getting some
good if
back end.
y'all
He
do
getting the
crazy. You feel me?
35% on the back end. I'm
That's
telling
good
you,
if y'all do
they
if
would
y'all
have
go
nodded
crazy. That's
heads.
good.
They would have nodded heads, and he would have started signing. He would have signed the motherfucking paper. That's all they gotta do. They gotta do some shit like you just did. What you doing right now?
Bro, this nigga from Baltimore. He gotta be from Baltimore. Buckle up gotta be from Baltimore.
Hey, my wife just said the same thing. Soon as you said that,
Buckle up gotta be from
He
Baltimore,
definitely
man.
from out here.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, fellas. Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta be from Baltimore. All respect though. Salute man too, man. But listen though, I'm not mad at the I wanted it to be 50-50. I said 50-50 should not stop this fight. But at the end of the day, bro, it's gonna be a point in time where motherfuckers is gonna want more money than the motherfuckers willing to give. And I'm not mad at that because they're looking at, like I said, we got to be realistic, bro. But we can't take this risk on you. You a free agent. You coming over here to fight. Like, you can't be mad that motherfuckers over at PBC is willing to give Errol Spence a little bit more money than Bud Crawford.
It's
You
just
can't
the
be mad
deals
at
they
that.
did. It's just the deals that they did, though. That's where they fucked up. Like, they fucked up on their end with how they came with their deals. Like, if they came with that shit we was talking about earlier, first of all, that the 3 fight shit with the 4.5 or 5 million a fight, that shit was some bullshit. If you did talk about something like that, and then if you switch that over to a no guaranteed, and then the 35, what they were with the deals that they came out wrong. Like, they gotta come slicker than that with some shit better than that. Like, come on, you gotta make a motherfucker. They should have talked among themselves for a while about it and really came up with some shit that could have made them. They already knew Bub was asking for 20 million. He been keep putting his fucking 20 million in the air. So that's all they had to do was find a way to break that shit down, and then came up with the shit like he just said. Maybe would have came up with somewhere between like 12 and maybe at the highest 15 million, but probably would have ended up, they would have could have got made them satisfied with that 12 and a half, both of them, and then Bud just take the 35 cent on the pay-per-view money. Would have worked. Would
When
have
has
worked.
Bud ever got 20 million guaranteed? When has he ever deserved 20 million guaranteed? That's probably how they was looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying he don't deserve it. The nigga's great.
Right.
Accolades great. But I'm just saying though, looking at it from a business perspective and how motherfuckers been selling on pay-per-views, why should we give Bud 20 million guaranteed though? Guaranteed though, buckle up. Why should we give Bud 20 guaranteed?
Man, I could
Errol
understand.
Spence, and we never gave Errol Spence over 5 guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? And he our fighter.
Well, he should have known. I'm gonna tell you another reason when Bud should have known that he probably wasn't. It was gonna be a hard time getting that kind of money when Leonard Ellaby put that shit out there on with Devin Haney. He was like, "We ain't paying Devin Haney the kind of money that he used to getting paid to fight Tank." Yeah, remember Leonard Ellaby said that? Yeah, I caught that shit. When he said that, I said, "Whoa, oh yeah, yeah, we ain't paying him that kind." So they was talking about $6 million. They was talking about not giving Devin Haney $6 million. So what kind of like that's the kind of shit that make me sit back and I be looking like, what the fuck be going on over at the PBC with their money, with how they trying to pay them off? What the fuck is wrong with them? So why wouldn't they? Why would Leonard Ellaby say he wouldn't give Devin Haney $6 million? Why not? The fight Tank. What the fuck kind of money y'all losing off of that? Here we go now. This ain't even nowhere near the shit y'all was just talking about 20 million. What the fuck is going on over there? What they think everybody you just gonna keep giving a motherfucker $1 million? Everybody ain't trying to play that $1 million train and knock out tailor-made opponents. That shit they be doing over there, because that's what I think it is. I think it's $1 million to put on a show. You get signed, you get over to PBC, you get $1 million to put on a show and win, because it's tailor-made for you to win. So win. Don't fuck the streak up. That's the kind of shit I personally think going over there. They just don't want to really put it out there like that. But I think that's what the kind of shit it is. Cause it ain't that kind of game on Top Rank. Top Rank, Bob Arm ain't having that. You get over there, it's a system. That's why they say rumor is Top Rank is the best, got the best starter kit. That's why that's the rumor. Because it is the motherfucking truth. Cause Bob Arm gonna look like he trying to get you beat the fuck up. Once you start winning, Bob Arm start looking like he trying to get you beat up. That's what Top Rank is about.
He ain't lying, goddamn it.
So it's a difference. So yeah.
What y'all think about what McMahon put up here? They offered Canelo $100 million after he did $800K with Caleb Plant, who got $10 million. Cause they be throwing them bags at Canelo over there at PBC, boy. God damn.
Oh, they threw a bag like that at Canelo?
Man, they were trying to get that. They were trying to get Earl off his ass and do Earl like they did Mikey, get his ass knocked out, moving 2 weight classes up. Well, Earl was supposed to knock out Mikey, but he gonna
sacrifice. He was supposed to, but he didn't. So that's a whole other story.
And he would throw his career away doing that too, a dummy move. Same way with Kell Brook when he did it. I used to really like Kell Brook a lot. For real, Kell Brook was my guy, man, years ago. When they did that shit, man, I was so motherfucking hurt. I was so mad, boy. I wanted to smack the shit out of management and that motherfucker, coaches or somebody in that motherfucking stable for letting him go fight Triple G. Why the fuck was you going up there? I knew he was gonna get beat up. I used to really like Kell Brook. I knew he was getting beat up. I knew something was gonna happen and his fucking eye get broke. I knew that shit. Never been the same since. Never been the same since.
Well, he did have one win closing out his career against Amir Khan, the infamous Amir Khan. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, he did get that one, yeah.
Man, he beat the shit out of Amir Khan, girl. That shit went, I don't know, bro. That shit was, only thing I remember about that fight was Bud was getting more love than both of them niggas in their own town. I remember that. Back to the topic. Bud went over there with Amir Khan and shit, and he was getting more love than him and Kell Brook in the UK. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I ain't seen Earl go back out there to the UK and them motherfuckers go out there and they around this nigga like he a superstar. You know what I mean? And they did the same thing in Dubai too, because when they went to Dubai, man, they was showing that nigga love all over him.
Hey, but Kell Brook's still relevant more than all the guys Bud beat to go undisputed at 140 and shit like that. The Ndongos, Postals, Ricky Burns, all them guys. Kell Brook's still more relevant than them guys. We don't even know who them guys are. What the fuck did they do? Hey, Kell Brook's still out this motherfucking fight. Hey, didn't he just knock some shit out at 150?
Dude, but he fought legitimate champions though, IB. He fought legitimate champions. Julius Ndongo fought legitimate champions for the belt there, IB. You can't just denounce them because you don't support them.
World Combat. Guess what information I just recently got about Ndongo.
From fighting, bro. These niggas ain't shit. Has been.
Them ain't brodies, man. Them ain't brodies, bro.
No more, bro, because they never was nothing. All they
Ricky Burns picked up a title after he beat. Look, after he lost to Bud, he still picked up another title, dog. After he lost to Bud, he still picked up another title.
All he could,
bro. No, see, that's what I'm talking about. Death by 1,000 excuses, nigga. Please.
All he could fight was Shrimps, man. Shrimps had titles at that time. That's all he could fight.
It wasn't that. I mean, we can say the 9 month. We can say the 9 month period that it took.
Ndongo, Postal, Jeff Horn.
We can say this for Errol Spence.
Who are they?
We can say it for Errol Spence when Kell Brook had 9 months to recover, dog.
Who are they, bro?
Well, who were the guys around him that didn't beat him? Who were they? Why they didn't take their shit? Why they didn't take their shit?
The only person I could say that was in the vicinity at that time at 140, you know what I'm saying, was Danny Garcia, bro. That was the best competition.
Well, man, what happened to Danny?
He moved up.
Look, you take what you take. That's why I don't take nothing from the guy. What's his name in heavyweight? That came from cruiserweight. I don't take nothing.
He fuck who he can fight and who he has.
That's right. Usyk. I don't take nothing from him.
Slouches, bro. That was it.
I don't care who was there, what you might feel about the fighters. They went undisputed. You go in the division to take the belts. Go get them super belts. That's
Yeah, I'm
all
And
I'm
not
then
mad
and
at
saying.
that,
then
bro.
and
I'm
then
not
you
mad
hey
at
you
that.
hey
That's
hold
it.
up. Hey, hold up. You make a good point, buckle up. Hey, IB, you have to understand that when you're talking about when Crawford became undisputed, how many other names was undisputed in the 4 belt era, bro? It wasn't that many. So you
Yeah, for
can't
sure.
y'all can't diminish his
What
accomplishment when
who was
others
it?
wasn't doing the
Him
shit.
or before him? Who? Taylor, Jermaine Taylor, and him. Who? That was it. He was like the second. Who was it?
IB, IB,
What?
do your fucking homework.
Well, he was the first four belt undisputed champion.
No,
At 140.
Jermaine
Yeah, that's
Taylor
what I
was
just said. That's what I just
freaking
said.
look. Jermaine Taylor was undisputed before Terrence Crawford,
I
but
know.
Terrence
And that was
Crawford put
fucked
it.
up. That's what I
But
just
Terrence
said, though.
Crawford, listen to it. Terrence Crawford pretty much put it out there that, hey, when he became undisputed, a lot of other
That was
people wanted
years
to do it.
before. He set a trend and all that. I know. I heard it. I
I'm
heard
just
it.
saying. I mean, just like
Nah, I
I'm listening to your
know.
excuses, dog.
I'm not
I'm listening
mad
to your
at it. I'm just
excuses,
saying
dog.
though, we want to
And then,
talk about
hey, and then
competition.
Usyk
We
wanted to
motherfuckers
do it.
talk.
Usyk wanted to
People
join the
talk like
band.
he did his
Yeah.
thing, bro. I love it, but are these guys really? Come on, bro. Guys to brag about. Let's be real, bro. We know
And
boxing.
look, Devin Haney just did it. Devin Haney added to the list, and he happy
Correct.
about it. Walking around with his chest, walking
Shit,
around like it's
Ken
fucking
Bosu,
canine.
And
Ken
look,
Bosu
and look,
was
and look, I
good.
was telling you
was
to do your
good.
homework there, IB, because
Ken
B Hop
Bosu
was in
was
there too.
good, bro. Hey, I
B
vouch for
Hop
Ken
was in
Bosu
there too, bro. That's why I was
over
telling you
the
to do your
doggone
homework.
Post and
B Hop
Ricky
was in there
Burns.
too.
Yeah,
B Hop
B
was
Hop
in there
too.
too.
B Hop, Bernard Hopkins did it too. Yeah, yep.
Man, I
You
know
talking about
every
B Hop,
undisputed
Jermaine
champion.
Taylor,
Hey, do you want me to list
Bud
you every
Crawford.
undisputed champion right now, bro? Do you want me to list it for you? I know all of them from
Hey,
2
but
belts
check
to 4
this
belts.
out. Look at all the boxes we'd have had in boxing. You probably had millions of boxes, and only that little. That's a few. That's very few. That's a little bit of
Yeah, that's
guys.
an elite class. That's an elite
That's an
class
elite class
that
to
should be
take all the
respected.
belts. Whoever can take all the belts. Because why a lot
Yeah,
of
not for
people
sure.
damn sure
Because
ain't
it's
doing
more
it.
work. It's more work you got to put in for sure.
But IB
But
be
the
low key hating
competition,
on
bro, ain't
Crawford
nothing to
though.
But
brag
hey,
about.
hey,
That's all I'm
IB,
saying. The
wouldn't
competition
you
ain't nothing
love
to
that
brag
though?
about.
IB low key hating on Crawford all the time though.
Hey, who wouldn't want to
No,
be
I'm
like
not
that
saying
though?
that's
Hey, IB, if
not
we was in
fair,
the
man. Look at
division,
this.
look, all of us in the division right now, me, you, and World Combat, all of us in the division, you gotta be competitive like that. Yeah, I probably would reach out to you and tell you, you know, you got what's mine. If you and World Star was, you and World Combat was both champions right now, and I had a chance to interview and we talking right now for TV, I would probably be telling y'all, both of y'all
That's how
got
I
shit that
know
belong
World
to me.
Combat ain't no competition. You called the nigga World Star. You don't even know his name, man.
I mean World Cup. I said World Cup. My bad. I was just talking too
He
fast.
called him World Star. It's like,
And
nah,
But
but all jokes
I
aside, though, I get what you're saying, though,
but
Buckle Up.
yeah,
I
we
get what
gotta be
you're saying, bro.
competitive.
But
That's how you
damn,
gotta
bro.
be. I want all the belts. Give me. I
But can we
need
sit
that.
up here and really praise? Can we praise the Ndongos can we praise these guys because they ain't
absolutely,
shit?
absolutely, we can praise
I
them.
mean, okay,
Absolutely.
because they were champions. That's
Because
what you're gonna
look,
say, huh? They were
longest
undefeated
boxing.
champions. That's what you're gonna say, huh?
AIB, longest boxing is allowing cats to get off the sofa and pick up a boxing license and come into the ring and compete. We can't sit up here and act like they're murderers rows and it's a high list of prerequisites that you have to fill out before coming a boxer. No, it's easy. You have to pass some medicals and you have a small physical or whatever, and you go compete. That's it. You don't have to have no amateur career. You don't have to have none of that shit, bro. You can get out
And
of
then
prison and come
Dongo
in here and
came. And then
compete.
Dongo came from that point you talking about and went all the way up and ended up holding 2 fucking belts. So we just take all that away from him. Just say, oh fucking Dongo. I don't know what the fuck he would have. All his trials and tribulations he went through to get there to get 2 belts don't mean shit. He wasn't shit. So
Now,
we can't say that.
technically,
That wouldn't be
you
right.
right. I understand, but
Yeah, that shit wouldn't be right.
maybe I'm just one of those boxing fans that's a little bit too hard on these guys. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real though. Like, the nigga really ain't shit compared to these fighters now. These times now, anybody. I done seen so many champions that shouldn't have been champions. You know what I mean? But the right
Yeah.
night, the right fight for the right night. You know what I mean? Like shit happens.
Hey, like when
Grown
Hassan
man,
Rockman, when
anything
Rockman
can
knocked
happen.
out Lennox Lewis. You remember that shit? I
Yeah,
was
for sure.
shocked.
But
I
we
was
know
shocked as fuck.
get back came too though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get
Yeah,
back.
It went
they
both. It
did.
went both ways, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
All right.
yeah. Yeah, but that's the shit that be happening. That's how motherfuckers be ending up with belts though sometimes. And then another way they end up with belts, if it's not a lucky fight like that or some shit like that, they end up with belts by somebody relinquishing belts and they end up being vacant. And then somebody got to fight for the motherfuckers. But
Right,
somebody
right,
got to
right,
get this ring
right.
around.
Just like Sean Porter and Danny Garcia fought for the vacant WBC.
Right, yeah. So sometimes
That
that's a
Errol
way that
Spence
you
took
got
off
to go.
Sean Porter.
That was
You feel
Keith
me?
Thurman's old belt. That was Keith Thurman's old
Yeah,
belt.
right. He got stripped from that motherfucker, but they still fought for that vacant belt that Errol Spence took from Sean Porter. Am I
And
right?
that's why Errol Spence should goddamn let him, goddamn get back in there and fight for the belt that he never beat the champion for.
Hey, I
He
knew
didn't beat
Scott.
Keith
I
Thurman.
knew you was about to. I knew you was about to say that. You right though, Scotty. You right. Hey, you right. You right though, man. You crazy, bro. Hey, but
Yeah.
salute to everybody, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to make some food, man, to go to sleep.
All
I
right,
got
salute
work
to you,
tomorrow,
brother.
man.
Appreciate you pulling up,
Appreciate
RB.
all y'all, man. Good looking for the dialogue, man. I'll cook it up with y'all tomorrow, man.
Yeah, no
Hey,
doubt.
no doubt. It was good rapping with you, IB.
Yeah, for sure. Be safe. Buckle up.
All right, bro.
Q, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. You just changed your icon, your logo picture or what?
Yeah, man, that's that throwback Al Heyman, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this that Al Heyman Harvard photo, man. Y'all sleep, y'all mean y'all ain't,
Goddamn Al Heyman got that shit fresh, that fro got that fresh cut.
I mean, hey, this out the Harvard yearbook.
Damn. That's what's up, man.
A nice little throwback, man. But shit, I think you laid a nice little demonstration, man, on the Spenceaholics, man. It was out here wilding, bro.
They gonna
Yeah,
stay wilding because they
I had to
biased
jump
as
in.
hell.
I had to jump in here and come holler at my man. I heard y'all tonight, and I said, let me jump on here with World Combat tonight and get it in with them.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, it's like you have all these Spence channels. They ain't talking about Spence. They talking about Crawford. Shit, Crawford supporters talk about Crawford. I mean, like, damn.
What I like what you talk about with certain channels that I like, y'all are like really sports talk. Like y'all talk about shit straight down the middle. Even though you like Crawford, I can still tell you that's still the type of person. If he was doing something suspect to show you to really, really show you that shit don't look right on his end, you would be talking about it too, just like I would.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I like people. I just like it straight down the middle. I just keep everything down the middle and still want to be honest because I do like the sport as a whole. I like all the fighters. I'm glad that they all fight and they all there for us to watch them fight and have something to look at. So I enjoy the sport as a whole. And if you doing something, if you doing things correctly, that's like how we were just talking about as far as the PBC. I still respect the fuck out of Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo doing everything that's expected to do. He on top of the world over there. Yes, he is the king of the division. He undisputed. He did what he had to do. So I don't have nothing to say about Jamel Charlo for real. You know, PBC or not. So, you know.
Well, I don't know about them Charlos, bro. I know they in the ring, but out the ring, them dudes act a fool, bro. So,
Oh yeah, I don't got nothing to do with none of that. Well, I feel you. I'm just talking about what he done produced in the ring. He got it done. His brother have it. He's actually about
Jamel Charlo, he did what he's supposed to do.
Jamal did what he supposed to do. Jamal, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Jamal. Jamal been sitting around for 6-7 years talking about Canelo. He threw his career away. Him and Demetrius Andre, as far as I'm concerned. They sat around. Yeah.
And you're right. And then, early this year, then Tom Brown released that they was trying to make that deal with Mauro Charlo, Errol Spence, and David Benavidez, dog. $100 million? That's crazy, man. They was gonna sacrifice Mauro Charlo and freaking Errol Spence for a Canelo fight. because nobody's seen either one of them winning. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's seen Mar Charlo. Now Dave Benavidez is a little different. He's a big boy at 68, but you
Right.
talking about Spence moving up from welterweight? You talking about Mar Charlo? You know,
Man.
not even sure if he want to move up. He the closest one to 68
Yo,
outside of Benavidez.
Spence would have got murdered.
He would have got murdered, dog. I told you he would have got canceled, man. That would have been
Spence
it for
would have
him.
listen. If Spence would have fought Canelo, he would have got. Oh God, he would have got a Muricon the same way that he would have done him the same way.
Yeah, he
That
would
was
have did
coming.
him dirty.
He would have done him dirty. I can't even believe that some Spence fans even think he would have a chance or a shot or even talked about
A
that shit.
chance, dog. A chance. God damn.
He ain't even a. Oh no. And I like. And Canelo ain't gonna come down to no motherfucker. I heard a few motherfuckers say, "Oh, but Canelo probably." I heard Canelo will come down to 154, 158. I said Canelo ain't gonna do no dumb shit like that.
They
Canelo
talking about
probably
they
ain't
was
gonna
gonna
come.
fight at the catch weight, bro. He was
Yeah,
gonna fight at the catch weight at
he not gonna
164.
come all the way down. Canelo not coming all the way down there for the tricky shit. He would come down to probably like 160 something, but not no 150 something. Yo gonna have to come up to 160 or more. Expense, and he gonna get knocked out coming up there.
Bro, he had to come up, bro. Man, Canelo said he ain't going below 168, bro.
Right? Yeah, I know he not.
Carlo would have had to come up.
Yeah, Charlo don't really want to go up there, and Benavidez now, like you say, Benavidez. When you ask me about, if you ask me about Benavidez and Canelo, I don't know. That's like I don't know fight. I wouldn't put no money on it. I ain't surprised at either way it go, because I think Benavidez does have a chance to beat Canelo. He probably
Man,
could knock Canelo out.
hell nah.
I just don't see. I'm saying I don't know. I'm stuck, but I think Canelo could beat him too. That's a fight, another big fight that I would just. Oh man, I'll just be licking
Man,
chops to see that fight.
I don't know one thing David Benavidez do great.
Well, I
Now,
guess if you like the way Canelo box, I can understand far as style wise or whatever, but he gonna be a problem because of the way that jab, the way he stick that jab out, and if he catch Canelo, hmm, I don't know. That's
uh,
just I don't see it.
Canelo got a chin, and David Benavidez ain't got one punch power. It's he more the combinations, but
Pressure too. Yeah.
Canelo kind of make me think he don't be wanting to fight him though, yo. Like when I be seeing Canelo talking about him, this is Canelo be having me like, yo, what you don't want? He be making me think he don't want to fight him. It's just something about how Canelo react when he be talking about him.
because Canelo don't believe in his gas tank. He know if he fight Benavidez, there's a lot of activity. He gonna have to, he gonna test his gas tank. But as far as like when David Benavidez get in there, he's I don't think he ain't going. I don't think he'll be as active, especially if he feel Canelo got that power to rock his ass. It ain't
Right,
like we ain't seen David Benavidez get dropped before. So
right,
it's like if Canelo hit him clean and shake him up, like he's not gonna fight. Like I don't think he gonna put himself out there like that. I think he gonna be a little bit more reserved, and we gonna see him get into some shit that we don't normally see him do, like trying to box, trying to do other shit. Like, and you like, man, David don't fight like this, and and I think with Canelo more of a thinker in the ring. He used more of his IQ and experience more so than skill, uh, to to actually get you out of there. As far as like moving around the ring, he really don't use his jab or nothing like that. He got all right head movement. He not the fastest. He don't throw the most combinations. He's real smart in the ring. He know what he do, and that's what he do. He just put forth his best effort. And then I do like the fact that he a showman. His fights he do wanna kind of put on the show as far as what he can do.
Right.
So him and David Benavidez, I think, would be a good close fight. 50
They got a good division. What's the other dude? Morrell, David Morrell. Like they got a little good mix up right there, 168. But for some reason, Canelo still want to stick his nose in the motherfucking cookie jar up at 175.
So you feel Morrell with the amount of experience he has, even though he has the names there. You think he's ready for that competition based off what you've seen in his last fight?
Um, he probably could use a few more fights though. But I think I think he would go in and get it in and be a problem right now. I mean, saying basically, is he full blown ready? I would say ready, but he could use a few more of those fights too. With you, he could use a few more like tune up fights. But I do kind of think he ready
I'm
for.
just curious of why people believe he's ready with that least of experience, but other fighters with that least of experience, they say
I'm gonna
they
tell
ain't
y'all
ready.
how
How
ready
many
You know what I'm
fights do
saying?
he got? What he got? 12 or what he got? 14 fights or 12 fights?
who David
No,
Morrell. He
no,
got 7 fights.
he only got 7 fights, bro.
Oh, he only got 7 fights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people give him credit. I know he put old boy in a bad place, man. You did him dirty. He probably was overmatched. His last opposition that was in the coma. It still is, I think. But
No, he out of coma.
he
He
out. Okay, so they just put
Well,
him in a induced coma probably because he took all that
brain
brain
swell.
swelling and everything. So they had to cut open his skull and let that shit breathe. But I'm looking at David Morrell like he does need some more fights, but we don't know. Being Cuban, we don't know if that's his actual age in the first place. He might be a more older, mature fighter. That's why they pushing him like that. I don't know, but I
because the
don't think
last fighter
he's.
that I seen get those kind of fights, like in their first 10 fights, probably was Lomachenko.
But Lomachenko had the pedigree, though, the amateur pedigree to come over there. Plus, he had already had professional fights before turning professional. He just
Yeah,
didn't want them recorded. He didn't
Right.
want them motherfuckers recorded. So he came over here trying to break a record and cheat. And that's when Lando Salido wanted to headbutt the shit out of his ass.
yeah, but and then with this too with David Morrell, like you, you got to look at the opponent they put him in there. They put him in there, called him a mandatory. That's cool, but that guy he fought didn't fight in over a year, and the dude that he fought last, he was a domestic level fighter. You know, Nah, so I think if they would have felt like David Morrell was like ready, I mean, ain't no telling who they throw him in there with next. But
Definitely ain't David Benavidez. It ain't no way, bro.
definitely not. And it's like
Let
he
me look
might
up the rankings right quick.
get more, but that guy that he fought, bro, they not throwing him out there to the world because the dude he fought wasn't a worldly fighter, bro. You know, uh,
So they
14.
have
Bro,
okay.
what you expect to have at a dude was in there, soft body and everything, but he was tough, and
Right.
I knew they knew that's what he was gonna bring to the table, tough and a fight, cause dude was rugged and he ain't want to give up, but
What about Edgar Berlanga, man? What about Pedrag McCrory? You know what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga is up in the top 10 in these rankings and shit, fighting in NYC for 20 damn fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Daniel Jacobs up there still. Jess Hart. You got Jesse Hart.
ain't some Daniel
You got,
Jacobs just by Al Heyman.
if he's still over, Daniel Jacobs be everywhere, bro. Like, you got Zach Parker, in that division.
Mhm.
Jose Uzkostagi. Um, I mean, the top 15 isn't that heavy. I just know when you talk about big names, you got the. I would like to see Edgar Berlanga face somebody like David Morrell. I know it ain't gonna happen, but that would be a pretty good fight.
Yes, that would be a good fight. They need to make something like that happen, like somewhere soon. Yeah, that's a good fight.
But they still moving Edgar Berlanga pretty soft over there in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
He with the PBC too. He with Belenga with the PBC.
He would top rank.
No, he was top rank now,
He
bro.
was top rank. Okay.
I mean, and them guys, shit, top rank, man, they kind
Top
of.
rank be making them motherfuckers fight though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This last 3 fights was against, they stepped up his level and shit.
Yeah, that's how he got beat up. Didn't he get beat?
Shit, arguably.
Damn, that's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be interesting because I'm curious to know if Canelo ever, if Benavidez go in here and defeat Plant. I'm just wondering if Canelo's gonna give him a shot or not. You know, that's the big deal at 68. Is he gonna give him a shot, man? Or is he gonna keep on talking about he don't want to fight no more Mexicans? You know, don't blame it on Benavidez. You had like half of your career over there in Mexico. You chose that shit.
He gonna make me, he gonna have me feeling some kind of way about him if he act like that with Benavidez. If you gonna stay at 168, give Benavidez a fight. Now, if you want to be a dummy and go back up there where you shouldn't go, where I knew you shouldn't have went from the first in the beginning, and it ended up happening just what I thought was gonna happen with him and Bevel. But you want to go back up there and try it again. I don't know what's in his mind make him think he could beat Bevel. If he think he could beat him for one thing, he can't even move him. He can't even hit him.
Move him, dog.
He was hitting. He was throwing punches. It was looking like he was hitting a tree or something. Like it wouldn't move. Like you can't beat him.
And Bivol so savage. Bivol showed him at the end of the fight. Talking about, you was hitting me in my left arm, man. Come on, man. This is my division, dog.
Yeah, you too little, shit. You too small, yo. He can't. He ain't. You started at one. Canelo, you done fought down at 147. You started at 147, went to 154, 160, 168. You're going up. Shit is over. You too much at 175. You gonna get fucked up there. You lucky Kovalev wasn't young. You lucky Kovalev was where he was at, because Kovalev, like 7 years before you fought him, would have fucked you up.
Hey, they gonna give him a 5th division before he get up out of here and buckle up. For real. They gonna give Canelo, Mauricio gonna make sure of that. They gonna get Canelo a 5th division, bro.
Wow, what's 75? What's that, 4?
That's light. Yeah. So
cruiserweight. 75 was the 4th division?
Yeah. Because he came up from 54, 60, 68, 75. So next is gonna be cruiserweight or something like that.
And he gonna get killed. He shouldn't do that.
Man, Makabu ain't having that shit.
He should stop.
Hey, Makabu, he'll love to get Canelo in there and give that belt up.
Oh man, they should stop. They shouldn't let them. He shouldn't do that. Don't go do that. Go fight Benavidez or try to do the Charlo thing and do some shit down here. Don't go take yourself up there and fuck your career up. Like, you ain't gonna be no more good no more. But if he fight Bevel again, Bevel gonna hurt him. Watch what I tell you, World Combat. Watch this. If he fight Bevel again, Bevel gonna hurt him for real this time. Watch. This time he gonna hurt him. He probably gonna knock him out too. Watch.
Bivol ain't no joke, dog. The way what he did to my boy Gilberto, man, I was like, shit, damn, this dude, he wasn't even running. He was just right there, standing, anchored, fighting him.
And boy, don't he got a nice jab? He got the jabs and the hooks. He can jab. He fight like he 147 pounder, the biggest he is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. You saw how he was just countering. He'll let Zerto throw that lazy ass freaking jab out there and just give him three right on the counter, man. Like, dude is on point, man. I like.
What you think about him? What you think about him and Benavidez? So what you think about that?
That's gonna be tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Beterbiev is, of course he got more age on him, right?
Yeah, boy.
He's tough, man. He's a monster.
Yeah, that's a tough guy. That's a tough guy right there. That's a tough.
Beterbiev a monster, man. I look at Beterbiev being a monster and freaking Bivol an assassin.
Hey, look, I'm glad I'm glad Canelo didn't pick him over Bivol in that first fight. I'm glad he ended up fighting Bivol instead of him, instead of Beterbiev.
You glad what again? Say it again.
I'm glad that he fought when he went up to 175. I'm glad he picked Bivol instead of Beterbiev because that shit might have been ugly. He might have got himself really hurt.
No, he wasn't gonna pick that dude. He know how strong that dude is, dog. Man, come on now. Bruce Gas Boxing Jackson Moore, salute to you. He know how strong that dude is, man. Hell
Right.
no.
He could pick who he want. Bob ain't paying for no fucking Canelo fights.
Yo, I'm just saying, like,
No, he
know
wasn't.
damn
He was
well
saying
that would have been
he
crucial.
wasn't gonna pick Beterbiev when he went up to 175. He's saying he wasn't gonna pick him.
Bruh, it's respectfully. I done heard how Bob talk about Canelo. Either he appreciate him and all that shit, but Bob would never pay Canelo 30, $40 million to fight nobody on his roster. He'd never do that shit. I don't know. Bob's smarter than that. He don't care just to pay to have Canelo on this platform. He don't care about that shit. He ain't Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? He ain't Showtime. He ain't got no extensive rapport with you or none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bob respect Canelo as one of the faces of boxing, but he ain't paying for him.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing
Right.
that shit.
Bob old school.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about all that shit.
Yep, it's Bob way or it's the highway. That's just how I go over there on top, man.
Yeah. Canelo would never fight Beterbiev. That shit is like, man, shit. It ain't nobody. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't nobody. I can't think of nobody on the damn top ranked roster that Bob would pay for Canelo to fight, other than Tyson Fury. That shit, nah. I don't think he would. Like Beterbiev, it's like, nah. I think with Beterbiev, as far as like how Bob see Beterbiev, is just, you got a good fighter, but it's like, damn, the other best fighter that you can get undisputed with is another Russian fighter. Yeah, I can't put that fight on in America. You really can't put it on in Russia. I mean, I don't know. Like, you ain't gonna put it on in the UK. Like, what you gonna do with him? Like, I understand, like, Beterbiev, that guy, he beat motherfuckers up, but he really not popular like that. It's like, I don't know. Like, Beterbiev a good fighter, but that's the only guy I feel like he got for Canelo. Berlanga, I mean, maybe, but Berlanga not even doing good. Like, nobody even want to respect, nobody even want to see Berlanga fight Canelo. I think if Berlanga would have been able to, man, who the fuck was his last three opponents, bro?
Well, you gotta understand, Belanga showed in one of his last three opponents that he has a good bite, man.
Yeah, he's suspended, right? Like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Like, he disappointed me on that shit. He bit old boy. I was like, damn, that just goes to show you your frustration. So definitely, any opposition he's gonna face that's a higher talent, they seen that shit. They know how to frustrate him, man. Dude bit him. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good at all.
That
Yeah,
wasn't even a title shot. That wasn't even a title shot, dog. Like, what are you doing?
Yo got frustrated because he used to beating motherfuckers up and then he started getting beat up.
yeah, man, that was crazy, man. I'm glad Miguel Cotto left before he could see that shit, dog. Like, respectfully. That shit, I don't know, man. Like, see now, and that's the thing. Like, if Berlanga was on track like how they wanted him to, we'll be talking about his ass right now. Like, man, him and David Morrell, that's probably what we'll be screaming. But dude suspended. I hope his ass in a motherfucking gym trying to get better. Cause the only thing it look like he do is buy new chains. He don't be on shit.
Yo, man, you ain't lying, dog. When I give him this, he represent his hometown, man. Like I don't have nothing bad to say about Belanga. When you see him, he doing what he do, man. Like you're right. He come in there wet with the drip, and him and Pablo, his boy Pablo, and they do what they do, man. His last fight I'm looking at was June of this year. He fought Alexis Angulo. That's who he bit.
Who?
I'm surprised.
Belanga?
Yeah, because he fought Steve Rose before that, but he bit Alexis Angulo, so they didn't even DQ him, man. You know, he still got the win. He's 20-0, 16 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Demond Nichols, that's the guy he went to the decision with first. And then since then, he ain't been knocking out a motherfucking thing, dog.
Yeah, it's bad for him right now. I ain't gonna lie. He really Xander Zayas. I'm like, nah.
What, you say he like Xander Zaya?
Nah, I'm like, man, I don't know shit about.
Xander ain't no goddamn Edgar Berlanga, dog.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know shit about no Berlanga, bro. I'm going for it's all Xander Zayas, bro. We talking about Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah, I heard like with Xander though, he stays in the gym. Like you can tell he's dedicated. You know, he committed to his craft. I heard, you know, just rumor mill Berlanga be out in the clubs. You know, he just be out there being a celebrity and shit.
Shit, I could tell motherfucker Wayne and Fat Joe and shit.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, even with the Xander Zayas, bro, you know, people be talking that boot shit, bro. I say give Xander 5 years, man. Him and Boots gonna be the fight to make. You know what I mean, if they really
5 years, you think Boots gonna catch up? Yeah, you're right. He's only a division higher. Yeah, you're right.
Because Xander at 154 right now.
Yeah, he was at 47, but he couldn't make the weight that well, so they just said, okay, let's go to 54 so you won't struggle. We don't want you to catch an L trying to make that 47, so move up to 54.
Yeah, I think, and then he 19 too. Boots 24, so I think Boots, you know, he get up there, he be that guy. I think Xander, I think him and Xander could be a future big fight down the line.
Why you say future though? Because Boots got like 50 damn fights right now.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like Boots, but he
23 years old with 28, 29
he
fights.
He might be the
like
biggest motherfucking problem on the map. That motherfucker.
Hey, but World Combat, bro. If I'ma just keep it real, bro, like Boots, he got them fights. Don't shit before Delorme matter. Respectfully. When we look at his resume, yeah, we'll see all of them.
So you don't give Sergey Limpinets, the former world champion, anything?
Yeah, but Delorme, he fought Delorme first. I think he fought Delorme, and then it was Van Herten, and then
I know I'm an old motherfucker, but I don't know, man. I'll tell you right if I'm looking that shit up now. I don't think he fought Delorme first, bro.
I mean,
he fought Sergey Limpinets first, bro. Because I remember,
okay.
Look, I did a live on his rankings, right? And I was like, okay, he going to hit against Delorme, and his next fight's supposed to be big. So I remember Delorme coming out to Sergey, and people was trying to debate on whether it was a step up or a step down from Limpinets.
Step down.
Yeah, it was a step down, bro, because this dude was on a 2-fight losing streak.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, step down. Yeah, and I'm thinking Delorme was, for sure, because Delorme was on the undercard of the Was it Jamal James shit? Yeah. And that was when everybody was like that. That was, I think, that was when like Blair Cobbs ran up on him and shit. That was the Lorme fight.
Okay.
So yeah. So when I look at Boots, bro, all them fights, yeah, I mean, you kind of got to look at it like Canelo. Like, he had hella fights before he, you know, respectfully, anybody cared about him. Like, bruh dusted off 1,000, 50 sharecroppers. You know what I mean? But, we people only talk about him, shit.
He called them sharecroppers. Damn.
I mean, shit. That's what they said he was. Shit, I'm going off what they said. They said that it was sharecropper. Shit.
No, I don't. I just don't hear nobody talking about when they come to Ennis, man. They just look at him now. It's funny how they look at Bud's entire history, but Jerron Ennis, they just say, "Oh, he ready, he ready." I'm just like, dog, he ain't had nobody on his resume to say he ready yet.
Yeah, he ain't got nobody, bro.
Nobody.
And yeah, so I mean,
It's boxing at the end of the day, man. You can come in there and look big as a house. We just seen Zerto look big against Bivol. He got his ears boxed off.
man, damn near got stopped. Damn near was gonna get stopped. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. So if I'm looking at like Boots, he wins some belts. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he gonna go undisputed at 47. And shit, when we looking at Xander, bruh, Xander, he 19. When them belts get relinquished, I don't know.
It's gonna be something serious, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Xander, he gonna get one of them. I mean, I don't know though. Cause
You gotta remember Charles Conwell. Bad news. He's there too. He can box his ass off. You know, Charles Conwell ain't no joke either.
He ain't no fucking joke. People sleep on him.
Yeah, they sleep on him because he ain't out on social media. But Charles Conwell, man, he a problem, bro.
He a beast.
See, they want to give Sebastian Fundora a belt at 154. They want to give him a belt, so I think he gonna end up moving up to 160 after that.
Bro, I told him Conwell will thoroughly whoop Fundora ass.
Who?
Right now, no cap.
Who you say?
Conwell, Charles Conwell. He'll whoop Fundora up right now. He'll beat him. Fundora, only thing if
we just seen Carlos Ocampo go the distance with Fundora, dog. So if I was to ask you, Q, I'd be like, hey man, who do you think a better boxer, Ocampo or Erickson Lubin? And people say, oh man, Erickson Lubin, no doubt, dog. But yeah, Erickson Lubin gets stopped by Fundora and Campo go the distance, dog.
Yeah.
What sense? How does that make sense?
Shit, and that's why I'm glad they got in the ring, because if they didn't, that really, like, Fundora was the underdog fighting Lubin, right?
I don't see how that could be.
Yeah.
At one point in time, the books, the favorites might have been going that route. I'm not sure, man. I don't bet like that.
Yeah, I want to say Fundora was the underdog. I could be wrong, but a lot of people had Lubin to win that fight, and he got stopped.
Yep.
But one of the telling things to me about that fight was that Lubin was able to drop him after he was dropped and beaten up.
He was. He let it all hang.
I like Lubin. I think Lubin a warrior. I like Lubin.
Yeah, he is. He a warrior, man. Shout out to the Hammer, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look.
Lubin, that's why I always said if Crawford or Spence went up to 154, Lubin, I don't know if either one of them could beat him. Not a fresh Lubin. If he really on his game, I don't know if either one of y'all could beat him.
Man, they'll smash him up. He ain't got the IQ. He ain't got the IQ. He most definitely ain't got the IQ for Bud.
Yeah.
Earl maybe like at the end of the day, like that fight that he was fighting with Fondora, Earl will get into that fight. Earl will do that. He'll bang with you straight up like that. He'll do that shit.
You think he'll bang with Fondora like that?
I mean, like Lubin, like you see Lubin, he chose to just go in there and try to bang with Fondora or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
like Earl, he would do that. Like Earl, he want to bang it out. Like
Right.
he don't want to sit there and try to outbox you. Cause soon as you take something away from him, all he gonna do is just press you.
Right.
He don't pull something else out his toolbox. He don't you take something away from him. He don't try to take something back away from you. He just press. Pick up the pace. See if you
Right.
can outpace him, outpunch him, and shit like that. It's not really, I don't know, but like my nigga Meth told me, man. I was talking to my nigga Method, man, Drew Jones Jr., man. He called me the other day. He texted me. He was like, man, go watch Sugar Ray and Hearns round 6 through 8, and tell me what you think.
I'm gonna watch the fight tonight. I'm gonna watch me a throwback tonight.
and and if you go watch that 6 through 8, it could possibly be a tell sign of how Bud could whoop on Earl, because one thing about Hearns is athletic, and as good as he was, you could tell when he didn't like being hit, and you could see the same thing with Earl. You could tell he don't like being hit, like even, and it's crazy because even when he see the punch coming, that's when he reacts super weird. Like he,
Right.
it's like, I don't know, like the thing with Earl, he bite off feints, and if he see the punch coming, he flinch and do weird ass shit. Like his body just don't, I don't know, his body don't react good. And,
Right.
and that's how it look with Hearns, man. Sugar Ray started whooping the fuck out that boy in the rounds. Like, yeah, that was a good ass fight, man. Yeah.
That's the shit. The shit you talking about now is the lackluster that they think that might go and rain on him when he get in there with somebody like Bud, and that's the same thing I'm looking at. Like when I look at them, I see that fight. I can see that shit. I'm telling you, I can see that fight. And I see Bud doing his. Bud is going to do his routine. Like he think he not Earl Spence for some reason must think that Bud not going to do that routine, but that routine is going to come to the table the same way where he is going to download him for like about 4 rounds, about 3 or 4 rounds. He gonna throw a little something. He gonna put a little something on him, and he gonna go back to that motherfucking corner and about like the 6th or the 7th, somewhere between the 6th and the 8th round, right in between in that area right there. Bomac and them gonna be telling him put it on, and that's
Bro,
when I'm gonna say him put it on him. He gonna switch it and he gonna put it on him. He just gonna start walking him like you ain't never thought that shit was gonna happen, and Earl just gonna get weak and get stopped.
bro, everybody know Hearns was walking. I can't say he was walking Sugar Ray down, but he had Sugar Ray on the back foot. By that 8th round, Hearns was getting walked down. Sugar Ray was walking his ass down. Crazy. Punching the fuck out of his ass. Killing him to the body. Crazy shit. It was crazy. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That shit. I don't know why every time I watch like a Sugar Ray fight, bro, that shit amazed me. Like, dude was so fucking cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like dude cold as fuck. But yeah, like he started walking that boy Hearns down, and that shit look amazing, bro. That it's hard. Earl gonna get knocked out, man. That's all I gotta say, bro. I don't think I don't think that. We gonna have to change our bet. $100 knockout bonus. You know what I mean? On top of the little 50 we got. I think my baby's just broke some. Hold up.
All right, fellas, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Y'all still up on here?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I just got back. It's the
Oh, you
holiday
did.
season.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
I was just letting you know. Hey, it was definitely a pleasure hollering at y'all tonight. I'm getting ready to get up off here. Got a
All
few
right, for
things.
sure, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out
No
to Blue
doubt. I
Club Boxing,
definitely had to
man.
pull up. Hey, look, cause I just been watching you so much now, World Combat. So I said I gotta get up on here so we can rap, man. I want to chop it up with him one night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. You definitely, you
listen to.
definitely talk your shit, man. Your boxing and all that, man. I don't have panels all the time, but definitely, man, we're gonna chop it up again for sure.
No doubt, bro. It was all good, and I get back with you on the next
All
one.
right, no
Keep
doubt,
doing,
no
keep
doubt,
doing your thing.
no doubt, man. Appreciate it. Happy holiday. Hey, shout out Q. Lost all the boxing, man. Shout out you for pulling up there, Q. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
IB was on deck. The Mac Mob pulled through. You know what I'm saying? Toby, all you cats. Shaw News, man. Jamal Neasy. Tehran. D Young was on deck, man. Shout out to D Young. He dropped some fire when he pulled up on the panel. Shout out to D, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Gumbo. Big Blunts and Boxing pulled up on the panel. Don Dada. You know what I'm saying? Tony Boswell. This is Rob. Toby. You know what I'm saying? Don was on deck. Appreciate everyone who put in the super chats on the channel. No doubt. Appreciate you. Andrew Charles was on deck. Martin King Boxing. Stickum Boys was good. He was on deck. Michael Johnson Boxing talking more. King Mitch. Balash pulled up, man. Pop was good. New media today. USA Boxing. Coach Malachi was in the building. Max was good. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man. I know it's a holiday. I want everybody to enjoy themselves, man. I'm not gonna give no shit about what's in store for next year, New Year. I don't believe in New Year resolutions. I believe it's a simulated freaking calendar anyway in life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people believe that it's the end of the year. You take that away, it's just another month. So if you got stuff going on, be safe out there during the holidays. If you got some new stuff planned for then next year, cool. But you know what it is when it comes to boxing talk. Shit ain't gonna never die. It's always gonna be a debate here and there about whatever box it is. We don't know for sure what's gonna happen. We don't know what's for sure gonna happen with this fight. We just have to keep our ears open to see what comes about. Right here, right now, we still got 2 fight cards that we're looking forward to on December 10th, which is under 3 weeks away. So y'all keep close, man. Enjoy that Thanksgiving meal. I feel it for the fighters. Gotta make weight, dog. I've been there, done that, dog. And the good thing about it, when I was pushing through the holidays, because I had to compete and shit, I didn't care. I was missing the food. I didn't care because I was steadily at the gym doing cardio anyway, 2 days. So it didn't fucking matter, dog. But yeah, man, enjoy that dang holiday meal. You're gonna put on some pounds, but if you really like that, you'll definitely go get that treadmill ahead of time. Like go in that motherfucker, go in there and hit the treadmill hard early during the day. Do at least about an hour 15. 15-minute cool down. Do an hour, 15-minute cool down or whatever, and then you won't feel as guilty when you go in there and eat that food, dog. You know what I'm saying? But turn up to the World Combat Sports, man. I'm out. Salute.